Over to our right from those 3,000 plus Sunderland fans.
I'm going to have to just take a risk. Yeah. Risky for
Yeah, good afternoon from the MACKEM CABBIE. I will be on mute for quite some time because I'm still in the sitting room because our conservatory is getting used as a Santa's grotto, basically. So I am here. If anybody asks why I'm on mute, you don't want background noise in the background. So thanks everybody for tuning in so far. Let's hope we can get 3 points today. Hello, Gordon Seymour. Got to start the hammer these lesser teams and get our goal difference back up. Yep. Hi, Stuart. I did follow your streams in Czech Republic. Thanks, D Hall. Hello, mate. You all right? CABBIE, hi. Eamon, hi as always. Packer Andrew, how you doing? Trevor Coleman, welcome in, mate. Donald Galbraith, he's going for 3-0. Isidore Job Adil. I'm really pleased that Alesic is starting, tongue-tied there, so it's nice to see Alesic starting. Let's see what he can do. Hello, Rosie Laws. Yeah, it's full time. It's finished 1-1, Sheffield United, West Brom. I'm going 3-1, Packer. That is my prediction. So just let us know. Give us a thumbs up if you can hear me all right. Meanwhile, let's have a listen to what Regis Labree's been saying.
During the second half, we had many chances to score. So 2-1 were, according to the first half, I don't know if it was well deserved, but the reaction was really good. And at the end, away with a full stadium, you know that you can concede the goal at the end with high pressure. So it's not a bad result, but I think we have to work again on our consistency. It's a key word for a team to be in the top of the league. We have a talented team. It's clear, but now the question is the way we can perform along the whole league, and it's very tough, especially during this period.
After Swansea and after Norwich, you said at half-time that what you looked at to change was tactical. Today seems to be more about energy and press.
Yes,
in the
exactly.
second half.
During the second half, during the half-time, we didn't speak about tactical problem because I don't think it was the problem. We are just not our best level, and it was our only concern. Do we have the potential today to play maybe at 90-95% because it's needed against that team because they were good and they reacted properly. So it's a question of mentality. They had this mentality. Now it's a question of starting from the beginning till the end.
I mean, you stayed in the game because Blackburn in the early stages could have been 2 or 3 up after 15 or 20 minutes. So at least you hung on in the game to get to half-time to be able to change it, if you like, in the second half.
Yes, it's still a question of clinical finishing for both teams. So it's not only for us. Sometimes the opponent can have an opportunity to score twice or even a third goal, but they didn't. So we were still in the game and we reacted properly, I think. These games are crazy, probably for the fans, for the TV audience. It's good, but for the coaches and the players, maybe it's more difficult.
Yeah, I mean, they're great to watch, but probably not for your heart. But I mean, the 2 goals. I mean, credit to Chris Rigg. He started the move from halfway, which he ended. and Wilson's touch. I mean, you said he's going to score. He scored. But
Yes.
what a lovely finish.
Yes, absolutely. And I have to watch the clip back to understand what happened exactly. But the dynamic of the two situations were very good. Yeah.
You've got Stoke on Sunday. It doesn't give you a long time to sort of try and iron out the issues, but I suspect the players themselves know that if they exert themselves with the energy they did in the second half from the start, you can possibly overcome those problems over the last few games that you've had in conceding that first goal.
I hope so, but even if in this period it's the player can be tired because of this long sequence of games, but I think they are aware of what happened today, even before, and now it's a question of changing the dynamic, and sometimes it's hard to break the dynamic, but the results are still good and the mentality of the team is still good. So now it's a question of experience, and I hope we will learn quickly.
Two young players, one rig. How serious do you know yet if it's a serious injury, because he seemed to be hobbling badly off the pitch?
I don't know at the minute. We will have to wait the diagnosis tomorrow morning, I think. I hope it won't be serious. Yeah.
And the other was Mienda. He's young, he's raw still. He had a wonderful opportunity at the end. He learnt from that at Cardiff earlier in the season. One assumed he will do the same again after today.
I hope so. We have many young players, so they need time to learn, and at the same time we have to face with a very competitive league. So sometimes it fits, sometimes it's not. So we are still in good place, I think. Now it's a question of consistency, and I hope we will learn quickly.
Total Sport North East.
On the station with Newcastle and Sunderland commentary exclusively live.
BBC Radio Newcastle.
Sunderland's goalkeepers in the warm-up, they've just been hugging each other. They've gone through a ritual hug of each other, and now they're warming up again. Very interesting. We've been watching the Stoke warm-up as well, and we've established it will be a back four for Stoke, as we thought it would be. It should be Chamado, I think Wilmot, Phillips and Bocat will be the back four for Stoke this afternoon. So it looks as though they've gone 4-3-3.
Is that to match up with Sunderland?
I wonder. I think they have been playing three at the back. That's obviously changed now with Ryan Shawcross in interim charge this afternoon. But
Derek, I totally agree, mate. It's great to see Alesic getting a chance. Hello, Tony Huntington. Hi, all. It'll be nice to have a clean sheet for a change. Then without a manager, much harder to predict their tactics. Hello, Jerry. Says, afternoon, Stuart. We need 3 points today. Pressure's on. Come on, absolutely. Like I said, I do put myself on mute because I'm in the sitting room and I don't want too much background noise to annoy you guys. If anybody asks why you can't hear me,
they can't keep chopping and changing. And the other factor is that
Are you doing, Greg? Yeah, I had a great Christmas, mate. Hope you did as well. Cheers for tuning in today. Thanks, pal.
It's my birthday, so I'll have you £2, please.
Process, and as much as
Hello, Kingfish. He says please like and subscribe. Thank you very much indeed, Kingfisher. And pardon, says Trevor. I don't know. Where would you like to see Leicester start to play? I just hope we see a really good game from him today, because there's something about him I like about that lad. Let's hope he shines against Stoke today. It's good to see him out there, especially getting a start. Fernie, hello Fernie, how are you doing, mate? Good result today, 1-1 Sheffield United, means you could close the gap. Hope you're doing well, mate. Davey, me glass is overflowing, mate. It's spilling everywhere. Rosie says, Derek UK, he has gone 4-3-2-1 with Alesic up front. Be good to see how well he can do, Dave. You want it? You having a good day, Davey, so far, mate? What you been up to? Up to much? Yeah, so I gather, Fernie. Yeah, they should have had a sent off. For my streaming, I use OBS, Rosie. If anybody wonders who Fernie is, he's a good friend of the channel, Leeds United fan. He's often popping in here saying hello. But I do like Leeds, big club, great fans. They need to be back in the Prem. Colin Major, how you doing, Colin? Hope you're having a good day today, mate. Natural left footer, says Derek. Your head's battered. It's the time of year, isn't it? Well, hopefully the this result today can unbatter your head, Davey. Well, apparently the Bet365 stadium is empty, comparing what Benno and Barnsley are saying. Yeah, I put myself on mute, mate, because of the just got background noise. I'm in the sitting room, in a pub near Pride Park for a few of us going to watch you guys and behaving ourselves. You can't behave yourselves. Donald Galbraith, hello, mate. How's the Howie end looking in Stoke? I think it'll be filling up. And Stealth Game and says hello, Cabby. Hope you are well and had a good Christmas. Fantastic, mate. I hope you had a really good one yourself. How are you doing, Paul McVicker? He's heading for the night shift after the game. What's the traffic like? Apart from the Carlisle United traffic, I don't think it's been too bad according to reports. Fairly quiet, mate. Hope you have a good shift. It's good cheese, mate, says Stealth. How are we, Aaron, says Trevor. There'll be plenty of Sunderland fans down there, I would say. There's a pile up on the motorway, says Derek. Oh, is that heading to the Stoke game, is it? Rosie Laws, a couple of us 21s on the bench for Sunderland as well. Here's Patrick Roberts. Let's have a listen.
Yes, for you as players, it feels like a defeat rather than a draw, but everybody would have taken a point, I think, at the start of the game.
Yeah, I think so. It's like Boxing Day. It can be quite tough. The manager obviously emphasised that it's a tough period. So you need to pick up as many points as you can in this section of the season. Yeah, again, started sloppy again, which I think has been I think we had the opposite problem at the start of the year. We were kind of really good in the first half, and then the second half a bit slow, and we kind of changed that around, which at times can be exciting because we do get the goals. If you try and you don't score, it can be a problem, but we do get the goals, and then towards the end, I think we, as a team, we've got to do better. But it's one of them things we got to learn from again, and try and start games. I think better is what we can take out of the last couple of weeks essentially, and we've got 2 more big games coming up in this Christmas period, and we've got to put it right.
Blackburn started quickly. They started well. I think we were saying in commentary, we don't think you touched the ball for the first 10, 15 minutes. Yeah. They had started so high with such a big press.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty strange, but I think that kind of game, they obviously came out the traps quite quick and very intense, and it can come at you quite quick, and sometimes it's dealing with that in certain ways. And I think going into half time, it's a good time to take a break and go out there with a different game plan and get in their face, and scored 2 goals again. And yeah, I think it's at the end it's disappointing to kind of concede last minute. Would have been big 3 points again, but take a point and go into Sunday.
I said to Regis, the last couple of games, at half time, it's been a tactical sort of change to get back in the game. But this today didn't seem to be that. It seemed to be the players took it upon themselves to play with more energy and a more press, and that seemed to work.
Yeah, I think we could sense it. It wasn't like he said exactly that. It wasn't to do with tactics. It wasn't anything special. It was, they were just a bit more intense in the first half, and it's not like us. We're a very tense team, a very high press team, and I think we changed at half time, and like I said, we got in their face a bit more, and we changed the game in a different way, and that's when I think we're at our best, is when we're on the front foot and really like trying to press teams down and win the ball back. And we scored 2 great goals, and just like I said, disappointing to kind of finish the game the way it did, but we move on again. There's another game.
When you came into your own in the
we have got David Jackson. And we can't afford to underestimate Stoke. Absolutely, you can't underestimate any team in this division, full stop. Because you'll get punished if you do. Ian Richardson, afternoon all. Good afternoon, Ian. Good result, Sheffield United, West Brom. Looking forward to seeing a Lesich today and hopefully get Ogunsui on for some minutes. Yeah, absolutely. Meander to score today as well. Trevor says, wife says I should go on a diet after New Year. I said I will go on go on two as not much food on one. But I said, hey, say hello. You don't. Fernie says I had cancer, Trevor. Lost 7 stone, but not the way to do it, buddy. Oh, God's sake, no. Fernie, I hope you're alright there, mate. But well done for battling on, mate, and keep doing what you're doing.
He's a great striker. We've got a few good strikers there, and every striker is a bit different, in terms of play, and he's a real threat all the time. He's always running behind, and I think it was hard today because they tried to shut him down, and they obviously knew that was a big threat of ours, and we've been working on it in weeks, and they tried to shut him down, but in the second half there's a lot more space, and he is also technical, so it's just it was a great finish in the box, and hopefully that'll do him all the good and he can kick on again.
Yeah, you can barely draw a breath and you're away at Stoke. Nobody likes to go to Stoke. Everybody hates Stoke. It's a horrible place to go to Stoke. Can we just move on from Stoke and just go straight to the Sheffield United game?
Game's a game. It's another game in the books, and I think we're halfway through now. So going to Stoke, going to Plymouth, it don't matter. These are the games. We need to go and get 3 points, and we need to use our squad. The manager will emphasise that, and players need to we all need to step up as a team, and obviously start games a bit better, hopefully, and be a big.
Hello, Etienne. Welcome to the stream, mate. Hope you are well over this festive period.
Again, you had that run of draws, which you seem to have clicked out of, and you've shown a lot of fortitude in the last few games to come from behind. If you can just marry the two, starting brightly and starting and ending as you finish today, then you'll be on a roll again.
That's obviously the perfect.
Like I say, if you're new, just hit the subscribe button, thank you, and hit that like button. See if we can get to 100 likes for this stream. I thank you.
It's that argument you have with yourself over and over again, but I think picking up points is the most important thing, and winning games.
Yeah, it does look a very empty Bet365 stadium. The Sunderland end is absolutely packed, of course, as we expect.
As long as we're getting position, creating chances, scoring goals, it's only a good thing. And either going behind or in the lead, I think in both ends, we can.
Hi, Robert.
Improve and
hope you are well, mate. Hope you're doing okay.
Tough one to take in the end, but it's a point, and over the Christmas period, and we go again.
Quickly, you just mentioned Ahmad, and I just thought, he's having a fantastic season now at Man United. I was going to say, are you missing Ahmad? But it might be a case of Ahmad missing you.
I don't think so at the minute. He was always destined for great things. It was a joy to play with him, but he
got 161 already tuning in. Thanks everybody. Hope it's a good afternoon for us all.
Not even 18 yet, and he's got all the attributes to go on to do great things as well. And it's just it's nice to play with these players, and they're all both different, but you learn off that, and you learn their different ways and different types of players, but same quality. So we'll see. It's just different player, but it feels the same. But it's good.
But does it feel good though, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you see what he's doing now, because it wasn't easy.
Just change the colour of the score header there, the 0, because we are in our blue strip today.
Green and black, please.
Neil Denbury, good evening, good afternoon, Neil. Cheers, Cabbies. As always, great stream and content. Fingers crossed for a great day. And Nathan Keys, hello Nathan, 3-1 to the boys. At least it's not foggy, says Fernie. Yeah, I couldn't even see it on the tablet. Heidi, hello. It's just I reckon 3 easy win today. Kingfisher says Red and White Army, let's go. Heidi also liking the 3 PM kickoffs. Yep, me too. Just a bit confusing being on a Sunday. David Jackson says, come on, Berra. Welcome, David. The Packer Andrew, come on, son, and make me singing all day. David Jackson says they can help us today. And Heidi, give us a happy new year, lads.
underway very, very shortly, with their supporters behind them in the first half, attacking the Boothen end, which is the sort of city end of Stoke-on-Trent. And referee James Bell gets us underway. The ball.
Thomas Mitchell, hello. How are you doing? Hello, Keith Lupton. Good day from Perth, Australia.
This afternoon.
Hello,
and the ball headed out straight away.
Hello to Mandy. 1-0 Cardiff already. SGS says fans saying daft scores. Well, yeah, I would settle for 1-0. Days is hi, Cabby from Fort Lauderdale. Welcome. We don't seem to do 1-0, says Trevor. And honest Northern Gamer, currently watching long from sunny Barcelona. Come on, Sunderland. Peter Savage says Ashish to score. James B. Afternoon. MACKEM. Cabby. Afternoon to you and everybody.
The right foot of Ashley Phillips. It hooks it away down the right wing. Comes back here on that right hand side to Andrew Moran, and out for a throw to Sunderland. Chamadou. That's it. Chamadou.
And the last time we played him, we've got to give a mention to Tommy Watson. He was excellent again.
He was.
He scored the 2 goals. But he gave the fullback a torrid time.
Yeah.
Cheers for the 3 subscribers there. Hi from Southport. Hello, Derek. Hello, Ryan. Glad you can hear everything fine. Thank you.
Front. It looks as though Andrew Moran's got into the sort of 10 role with Bae Jun Ho next to him. As the ball hooked high in the air by Moran in the Sunderland half. It's headed away by Mepham on to the head of Seko. And then back into Ashley Phillips. Again, they're just pumping it high in the air, and it comes back down. Moran trying to slip it onto Tom Cannon, and down to Kumas. It's all over.
Stoke playing dirty as usual. Yeah, Luty, hello, good morning, Cabby. I wish they had have sacked their manager after our game, but I'll still go for 0-3. Hello, Montgomery Charles says when Stoke scores, then we will start playing. Smash the like button, says Kingfisher. Derek Ripley, we need to win after Sheffield draw. We'll have to. Durham Driver says morning, Cabby from Florida. Hello, mate, how are you? And Psycho Mod, hello to you.
Looking for Alexic, but one back by Stoke. So Aushish is on the left-hand side, and Mayenda back in a more familiar right-hand side. And now up to halfway, where Neil wins the ball. He now is looking for the run down the left of Aushish into the penalty area. Just comes out of the penalty box. Chamada just in front of him.
Once again from the Scott platform in the middle of the North Sea. 3 points to keep us on the up. Yeah, welcome, thanks for joining, Sean. Hope the sea's not too rough. I don't know if Gooch is playing, if anybody in the chat can help out on that one.
So a short corner perhaps. Alexic and Aushish down on this left-hand side. Players pushing up into the back of the 6-yard box. So 9 into the 6-yard box now. He's trying to encourage his teammates to join him in the 6-yard box. There's a bit of wrestling going on. O'Nine's involved. The ball's headed back across the 6-yard box and across to the corner flag on the far side. Sirkin's got it there, and he's kept it in at the moment. He's trying to get it away from Seko, and he's won a free kick.
Hello, Geordie Groundwater.
Fouled him. Player's gone on.
Welcome to you, mate. I hope you're having a good festive period.
But there's a free kick right on the touchline, about 5 yards from the corner flag on the right-hand side. 4th minute of the game, Stoke City 0, Sunderland 0. We're live on BBC Radio Newcastle. Aushish strolling across with Alexic on that far side to take the...
Of course, Sheffield United dropping 2 points today. Can Sunderland capitalise on this afternoon?
Stoke City penalty area. Victor Johansson is bright yellow, as are the officials, which I always find a bit strange that he's allowed to wear the same coloured shirt as the officials. Swansea 0, Luton 1. But Johansson trying to make himself big.
Hello, Razzle Clark. Welcome popping in.
From the touch
hope we get 3 points this afternoon. Keep us up there.
Strongly out.
I'm going for 3-1.
It's one back by Sunderland, though. Alexic plays it back to Dan Neil in the centre circle.
No.
He drills it down the left through the penalty area and out behind for a goal kick to Stoke
Third
City.
time this season we faced a team that's just sacked its manager, says Montgomery. Ian Richardson, Gooch last minute addition to the starting 11. Derek UK, we could do with him back to cover Hume. honest Northern
Steen
gamer,
might
I
have tripped
think we
over
have a
drinks
history of
bottles.
not
He
doing the business
steps
against the
back
lower
towards
placed
the
teams,
dugout.
but well against the top. If
0-0
we
then,
want to
fifth
get
minute.
auto promotion,
Johansson with
we
the kick.
need to beat the lower
Hangs
teams.
for a moment in the
Stoke
air.
play
Up
injured
goes
and
Tom
warm up.
Cannon. It's
Gooch
headed
is
away there
playing.
by Mepham.
Sunderland
Headed back by
really need to
Berger.
win about 4
Goes
on the
Mepham
bounce
again. It comes through to
to
Isidore.
really
Flicks it back, trying to
get
find
back into the pack
Alexic,
with the
but
top
it was
two.
won by
That's
Moran.
how
And then played behind again to Berger.
good quality
Looking to try and get
the
on
top
the end of
two,
the loose
top
ball
three
is
are in the
Isidore,
Championship.
But it's back with Ben Wilmot and Ashley Phillips, and Phillips plays it down the right wing. Sirkin heads it away from Kumas, son of Jason, of course. And here's Job on the left, out to Ashish, taps it back inside to Job. And Job now trying to get away down the left-hand side. The pitch appears to be quite heavy to me. It looks as though it is. Job looked quite laboured trying to get down the wing with the ball. It wasn't running, I don't think, as smoothly as he would have liked. Mepham playing it out wide now to Trey Hume. Hume deep in the Stoke half, and the ball is stabbed out by Jun-ho. Bae Jun-ho, the South Korean international. Throw again then to Sunderland in their blue, into the penalty area on that right side. Isidore just tapping it back behind him, but Bae Jun-ho gets the ball out, gets it back again in a 1-2, and then it's hooked up towards Tom Cannon on the halfway line, but he nods it straight down to Dennis Sirkin. And Job now, Seko trying to get the ball off him. He does really well to get the ball out to Mayenda on the right hand side. Mayenda trying to cut inside now, finds Isidore, trying to play it back in now for Alexic or Mayenda. But there's a foul on Bocat, and it's a free kick to Stoke. Spurs 0, Wolves 1 in the Premier League. 0-0 here in sunny Stoke.
It is sunny.
It is sunny.
Wolves 1-0 against Tottenham. Montgomery says, can Sheesh step up? He's got his chance. Yep. Now is the time for them to shine. Stop getting carried away, Stu. Chill, man. Have faith. Trevor Collins says Spurs. They're terrible. It's like Man United, aren't they?
Berger heads it up. Up goes Job, nods it down again. Dan Neil trying to get it through the middle for Isidore, but Stoke pump it back up the other end. Sirkin heading it away. Job's got his eye on the bounce. He brings it down with Moran, who gets a foot to it with Kumas.
Yes, Joe, that's what Stoke are wanting to do. They're going to park the bus and going to try and counter-attack Sunderland.
And plays it away.
Job's giving the ball away. It's a bit scrappy, SJ. Mackhem's Bestfords, Gooch on the bench.
Who just off kilter, lost his balance a little bit, and his left foot shot goes out for a throw on the far side.
Yeah, he just lost it just there, just inside the box, Job.
Throw just a few yards from the corner flag in front of the Sunderland fans. Trey Hume will take this 5 yards out. Fleetwood 1, Harrogate 1. Carlisle United beat Accrington Stanley earlier on to well, try and alleviate some of their relegation worries, because they were in danger of being cast adrift at the foot of League 2, as Stoke, who have slipped to 19th in the table, have to get their next head coach appointment right. The ball given away by Stoke to Ashish, who finds Isidore through the middle. Isidore still going, Berger on his shoulder. Isidore at the edge of the area managed to stab the ball to Alexic. He nearly lost it, but he finds Ashish, who crosses, headed out by Stoke, out to Jun-ho, and played behind him then to Lyndon Gooch. Now this is interesting because
Andrew Moran is the one to watch. Mackem Bestford is playing. Yeah, Robert Thompson. Hello, Robert. I don't have all the results of our past games against Stoke, but I don't think it's all that good, home or away. It's a bit of a mixture. It is a bit of a mixture for sure.
Gooch is indeed on.
Like I say, we don't have the given right to beat any team. We have to earn it. We have to earn it.
Stoke City. As Isidore goes to break, Gooch makes a good tackle, and
Alexic went down. It was electrically caught.
Yeah,
that was a free kick. That.
Well, the referee let play go on. So rather than 3 changes, it's only 2 changes now, because Gooch was substituted last week against Leeds, or on Boxing Day against Leeds. So it's Seko and Jun-ho have come in this afternoon for Stoke City. Lyndon Gooch keeps his place at left back. So I wonder if Bocat got injured in the warm-up. Berger's bringing the ball out now. Plays it out wide on the left-hand side here now to Jun-ho, left edge of the Sunderland penalty area. comes back out to Berger, and now to Gooch again at the corner of the penalty area. He puts a cross in towards the far post and headed away by Luke O'Nien. It was a ball in from Gooch, and Sirkin goes shoulder to shoulder with Kumas. It's a throw to Stoke City, and suddenly the stadium has come alive with Seko trying to work the ball in. He passes it straight into Anthony Patterson's arms.
Cheers for the 3 subscribers there.
Gooch ahead of him. Mienda trying to come into the Stoke half. He's back, got Gooch backing off him. He's trying to go round Gooch. Gooch trying to get in front of him. And across
Montgomery Charles says
Wilmot
2 wins in each of our last 4 games against Stoke. Hopefully coming out final game of 2024, says David. Bendel says 0-2, I'll take that. And Spurs have equalised against Wolves. Didn't last song. R.I.P. David. R.I.P. says to Silvino Francisco, former South African snooker player. He was 78, so R.I.P. there.
And now with
if you new, hit the subscribe button and hit that like button. Let's get to 100 likes.
Alexic, it's won back by
Thank you.
Junho. Tom Cannon blocked by Anthony Patterson. The loose ball round behind, and O'Nien's got it clear.
Well done.
Suddenly,
Alexis has got to do better in the middle of the park.
Yeah,
he's got to do better. He's got on the ball now,
and away he goes. Alexic. Spurs 1, Wolverhampton 1. Yeah, just double checking. The ball played through to Moran, but Mepham tidies up back to Patterson.
Sunderland getting
just
scrappy here. Stoke City starting to take a hold of this game. We need to really sort ourselves out here.
Was meant to start the game. Lyndon Gooch has started in his place. Now here is Dan Neil twisting away and finding some space for himself at the edge of the Sunderland penalty area. Finds Isidore, and Isidore is fouled by Phillips.
Well done.
A free kick at the back of the
well done,
circle.
Wilson Isidore.
0-0, 12th minute, live on BBC Radio Newcastle. We'll meet again on January the 11th, of course, in the FA Cup, 3rd round at the Stadium of Light. And Tom Cannon will be thinking, how did I not score? But a great
sent Rooney out, Plymouth losing again. They played superb against us. If they played the way they did against us, they'd be in the top 4.
With O'Nien at the back to Mepham. Oxford 1, Plymouth 0 as Mayenda picks up the ball outside the Stoke penalty area, nearly tripped. The keeper makes a save as he pulls the ball back. What would have happened if he'd gone down there, I wonder? As the referee then gives a foul against Sunderland for a trip on Tom Cannon.
Unlucky. Mayenda.
He nearly went down, but kept to his feet and tried to pull the ball back for Auchiche, or Isidore, but the keeper managed to block it. So, end to end. But still 0-0. Ball back with Ashley Phillips, who spent a spell on loan at Plymouth last season. Back to the goalkeeper, Johansson, and then Ben Wilmot. Wilmot back to Wouterberger in the middle. Wilmot again as they tap it around at the back. Stoke City and try and work it out to the right-hand side now, and Andrew Moran, the 21-year-old Irishman on loan from Brighton, back to the goalkeeper. And what have you seen?
Luke O'Nien.
He's right up with Moran. Now Berger is trying to play it down the right wing. Chamado stays onside. Chamado down into the penalty area on the right to the goal line, pulls it back, and it's put behind by Trey Hume.
Come on, Sunderland.
Tell me what Luke O'Nien's doing.
Right up there with Moran.
Cheers for the five subscribers there. Thank you.
Midfield.
Interesting. Crystal Palace 0, Southampton 1. Right, a first corner for Stoke. Sunderland have got to deal with this set piece. Taken short by Junho to Moran. Back to Junho on the right of the penalty area. In over the head of Chamado, and a chase out for Job. He's not going to keep it in. No. It's a throw on the far side to Sunderland. Job leaves for Trey Hume. So a good interception from Hume to lead to that corner. 15th minute, 0-0. The pitch in shadow, there's a shaft of sunlight.
Oh God,
across
our son and says
part of the
Kirsty. Hello
stand on the
Kirsty,
far
welcome.
side.
I thought I was
And
watching
another free kick
grandstand
this time
there.
to Sunderland,
I should maybe download
just inside
the
the
sound effect as well.
Stoke half on the right-hand
As
side.
the score's coming in.
Stoke are away at
Psycho mode
Burnley
first half, yeah, the
on
first
New Year's Day.
First half hangover. 403 people watching
Burnley
now.
at Middlesbrough
Thank you.
tonight.
Let's get those
The ball
100
back with
likes.
09.
Hit the subscribe
Back
button.
to Patterson in
Cheers.
the D. At
Oh
the
my
edge
God,
of
here we
his
go again. Crap
penalty
first half,
area.
says Derek.
Up through the middle. Alexic flicking it onto Isidore. He skips away, or tried to, from Phillips, who's tripped him, and a yellow card for Phillips. I think he's had a couple of
goes,
yeah, and now finally.
Please like and subscribe. Come on, son, and thank you very much. Kingfisher Rosie. Laws, Everton 0, Nottingham Forest 1. Nottingham Forest
James
going great guns. First half curse, says Psycho.
Free kick taken by Hume.
Lacey Cairns, come on, son, and you need to wake up. I just don't seem to in the first half, do I?
Aushish trying to flick it through. Good ball into the edge of the penalty area to Isidore, but it's lost here. Picked up by Seko to Junho. Everton 0, Nottingham Forest 1. And now a trip by Aushish on Tatsuki Seko, the Japanese midfielder.
Can it get to 3,400 subscribers by the end of the day? That would be brilliant.
Who plays it across the back of the penalty area. And Stoke City working out from the back again here. In the 17th minute, and is driven long down the left, looking for
the high press, Derek's happening in the second half. Patterson's doing well.
And another block by Anthony Patterson at the feet of Tom Cannon.
I tell you what.
Taking chances, Sunderland.
It's an open game.
Yeah. And now at the other end, Aushish.
Come on, Job, get that goal, says Kevin. Welcome, Kevin.
Job trying to get
Finn, we need to go 1-0 down
Seko
for it. Just come back Kings to wake up.
Wins a corner off Phillips.
I'd rather not.
I'd
rather not.
We're
go
not
1-0
switching
down
on at the back,
well.
Nick.
No.
They could have easily be 2 up.
They could
Thanks to Anthony Patterson, he's taken a
blocks.
knock there, he's limping.
Yeah, he is. As the corner played in and is cleared by Stoke, only as far as Dan Neil. And now down to Aushish on the left of the penalty area. Curls the ball in with the outside of his right foot, but it's cleared by Stoke for a throw down the left.
Do you think this game's too open?
It's very
at the
open.
moment.
God, our corners
Wide
are
open.
non-existent, like, aren't they?
I mean, it is literally going from end to end, isn't it, at the moment? As O'Nien plays the ball into the centre circle to Dan Neil. Dan Neil meanders out wide on that right-hand side. Mepham finds
Afternoon,
him.
Tony. Yeah, it's going to be a big scrap, this, isn't it? I mean,
Mepham drops
you'll
back
see if
as Meander pushes on into the middle, and Isidore
boost of energy coming from Stoke with their manager or coach getting the sack. But Sunderland should have the quality to see these off. They should do.
Has to give up. The ball comes back with Hume, back towards the halfway line, and Hume taps it short to Neil, out to Job on the touchline.
Any team news?
Back on the halfway line.
Yes,
Hume,
we've got Patterson in goal. Hume, O'Nien, Mepham, Serkin, Neil,
and it's 0-0.
Job, Alesic, Meander, Ashish, and the subs. So we've got Isidore up front. Subs, we've got Moore, Hijaldi, Alessi, Johnson, Jones, Roberts, Ogunsui, Rusin, and Connolly.
Neil in the middle plays it just a few yards to his right to Hume, out to Meander on the right touchline. Pass Gooch to Alexic. But
welcome along, Mackem. You all right?
The ball away out for a throw to Sunderland on the far side.
Just more teenagers to be thrown into the team, said SJ. Stu Brown and Little. This is, I hope Patterson's okay. I think he is. Could be 2-2 already, says Durham. Chris Smith says only Ballard knows how to score from corners. Yeah, well, we've got nothing, have we, up front?
Yeah.
But let's not forget the amount of injuries Sunderland have got at the moment. You know, it's going to get to the stage where if we carry on, we'll be literally playing with our under-21s. Adam Colston, welcome, mate.
Hume finally gets back to within a few yards of where the
Stoke fan, do well. We can get something today and against Burnley until new manager can come in, which needed 3 points. Yeah, absolutely for you, Adam.
Comes across to the left here. Aushish
Tarkabs says Mackem.
Play a weighted ball up to Serkin on the left.
Montgomery, Charles Hereford.
Area, but
we were in top form. Tom Cannon, the transfer window looks good. Hopefully we can keep him
to
out.
Stoke City.
Sunderland just need to do something. I don't think they've threatened Hardys at all. But
you can see when you look
first
around
half, innit? What do you expect?
Now, just how many empty seats there are, actually. The stadium it's peppered with Stoke fans. It's crammed with Sunderland fans in the corner.
Yeah, free kick was on the touchline.
It was. It's been taken about 10 yards out by the goalkeeper, Johansson, on the right. Over Job's head, drops for Luke O'Nien, though. And O'Nien's looking for Mienda's run. Away down the right-hand side. Gooch brings him down.
That's going to be a
yellow card for Lyndon Gooch. He pleads his innocence.
Keep going at him.
But
keep feeding him the ball, Mienda.
Gooch is going to be booked for that foul.
That's 2 of the back 4 booked, Nick.
On Mienda, yes it is. In the 21st minute. Because Mienda, I think, was going to go past him then.
He's going to go past him, yeah.
Alexic going to retrieve the ball. Over on the far side on the touchline. Passes it back to Aushish to take the free kick.
That first goal is so important.
Yeah, it is.
You know, in
if
this
Sunderland
game,
can just buck the trend of recent games and get the first goal. The Stoke defenders are trying to push out. They're about 20 yards out now. Sunderland players in between them. Aushish will take the free kick. Dan Neal's back on the edge of the centre circle. Referee James Bell stepping back, now happy. And now Sheesh curls this into the penalty area. Sirkin's broken loose and will try and keep the ball in, but can't. That's, well, I'm not sure if he perhaps should have done better there.
2 yellows for Stoke players.
He's waiting for the ball, he's hit him and he's
SJ,
gone out
Rosie
for
lost.
a
Alex
kick.
Neil is at the Millwall game.
Rather wasted.
Mackem could do with a more relaxing game for once, not concede early and have it to chase. It's never easy for Sunderland, is it? Kingfisher can always rely on
shy of the halfway mark.
North Allerton, Mackem. Hello, North Allerton. Hope you're well. Good afternoon, Cabby. Has the club mentioned the extent of Rick's injury? He won't be back for Sheffield United. It's not a serious injury. It just needs to swell down. The swelling needs to settle down, but I don't think it's a break or a fracture.
On the right-hand side.
Stu Brown says we play Stoke again on the 11th of January for the FA Cup, but it's at home. This should be a good test to how to play against them.
Played across the back of the penalty area, Stoke. Up to Jun Ho, but a foot in from Hume.
Tony says they could end up with a red if this keeps up. Well, hopefully.
Trying to dink it into Aushish, who's nodded it down to Isidore. He went to shoot, but it was cleared by Wilmot, and he's down.
Montgomery Charles shouts,
on the shin. He's rolling around.
Kirsty Portley says, get a red. Gooch, help us out.
And now
Isidore rolling about as usual, says SG. David Graham, apparently our next 3 league games are on Sky. Sheffield United, Portsmouth and Burnley. Thanks, Sky Sports. Chris Smith, Stu Brown, Little, not really, as they have no manager right now. And Derek says, Mayenda, keep running at Gooch.
And she's trying to set him up. It's a great cushion header into Isidore, and he wanted to take it on the volley.
So would you not take a point out there in that chat room? Would you be happy with a point, or would that be a disastrous result for Sunderland?
Play resumes. Berger looking for Moran, but it's won back in the middle by Isidore. Alexic just couldn't get it off Moran, and it's played back to Wilmot. Ryan Shawcross urging his team to get
taxi
the ball
for Stoke
upfield.
City, says no, says Brian. Thank goodness for that, says North Allerton.
To Sunderland. Lewis Kumas is on loan from Liverpool, the 19-year-old, scored at Sunderland, of course. And here's Sirkin to take the throw for Sunderland in the 24th minute. Arches and gets it onto the head of Phillips.
It's funny, isn't it? Alex Neil says he wants to be closer to home Stoke, and he looks like he's going to get a job at Millwall.
Job and Neil, and a foul on Dan Neil. A free kick to Sunderland. Luke O'Nien's going to take this, and he just drives it up, and Isidore got clipped on the ankle by Phillips. The referee wasn't ready. He's having a word with Berger. So Phillips is sort of having a word now with Isidore about that clip round the ankle.
So asked about the draw.
Berger's getting a firm.
Tony Kirsty says no.
James Bell.
Kingfisher says only win for me. Mackem and Mandy Gray says nope. Got to be a win, says David. Rosie says we need a win. SJ says obvious that Stoke are up for this. They'll want to prove they deserve to be in the team for the new manager. Montgomery and Roberts says no. Roberts says disaster. We really need to win. Northampton Mackem says really want to win today. Montgomery says after last match could have beat Blackburn.
Phillips, and Phillips looking for Cannon, who heads it on to Kumas on the halfway line. He gets it back to Secco. Back it comes again to Wilmot in the middle of the Stoke City half. And back, Alexic trying to put pressure on Johansson. Johansson kicks clear, away down the right wing, and it bounces out.
Good pressure
for a throw to Sunderland. Sirkin takes it, back to Luke O'Nien. O'Nien back to Patterson. Patterson, Moran looking to close him down, and it's kept in this time on the touchline on halfway by Trey Hume, but then Alexic puts it out.
Joe Thompson says, if you're serious about automatic promotion, you've got to beat teams in the bottom six when you have to. Dirty Stoke says Gordon. We need a win, says Luty.
A good intervention from Mepham and put out for a throw to Sunderland.
Well, so far there's nothing much between the two sides. Sunderland have yet to still
Patterson
find their rhythm.
Hume will take the throw halfway inside his own half on the right-hand side. Down the line it goes, put out again for another throw by Ben Wilmot. So Sunderland at home to Sheffield United on Wednesday night, home to Portsmouth on Sunday.
Have we actually had a shot on target this first half?
And then the following Saturday, home to Stoke City. Again. The trilogy, part 3.
Triantis is doing well. He is doing well,
Triantis. Berger. He tries to hook it on, but only finds Dan Neil. And Patterson has to be quick out here because Neil's pass looked a bit short. Neil, O'Nien is tripped.
He's got to get booked
by Moran, who's going to be booked.
Well, be right, layer 6. It's been a pretty sort of scrappy, dire first half.
You know where this is heading for, don't you?
Sending off, aren't you? Is that what you're going to say?
Yeah.
Sending off of the looking for the Norwich scenario again, where it became absolutely inevitable that a player was going to get sent off. Hasn't quite got that to that level yet, but we've had 3 bookings, all for Stoke players, in the opening 27 minutes. Isidore tries to bring the ball down, but it comes over to the left here. And
great tackle.
Sirkin, great tackle on Kumas, and the ball just kept in by Job, and then Ashish just couldn't quite keep it in, just up from the corner flag.
And Kumas acknowledged that as well.
He didn't make any fuss about it.
He acknowledged it.
Got the ball.
Hope it's not a yellow fest, says SJ, third yellow. Northallerton Macken says Tony says no. Rosie says nope. Ryan Jones, as long as you don't concede, all will be good. Could be 0-0, Ryan. I hope not. Northallerton says, I'm surprised Roberts is on the bench.
Tom Cannon, the 21-year-old
Roberts is feeling his hamstring apparently.
Striker on loan from Leicester.
Says SJ, honest Northern gamer. Hello, this is 3 yellow cards. We should be trying to get them on to bring the fouls. Absolutely.
Or Junho. Mepham gets there and plays it back to Patterson, who's closed down by Moran, but passes it out to Sirkin, who's got Kumas on his shoulder straight away. Sirkin holds him off, and Sirkin now still trying to, tried to kick it clear.
Rico, hello Rico. Haven't missed anything, Cabby. Just logged on, and no, it's been very, very scrappy. Nothing really to choose between the two sides. Sunderland yet to find any rhythm at all. It's more like a Sunday League scrapfest out there at the moment. Shawcross was tough. Wants a team to play like this, says Montgomery. Fist-Smith says yellow cards. Christmas cards.
Coming in from Junior Chumado, the twice-capped Cameroon fullback. In he comes and hurls the ball into the penalty area. It's Ashley Phillips who was looking for.
Tony says subs at half time. I reckon we need to change Roberts on Isidore off.
Comes back though, and
we need a spark, don't we, Tony? And yes, he's playing defensive midfield for Hibs, says Derek.
Who now gets it out to the left to Isidore and back to Alexic. Alexic is on the break here. Alexic has got to get past Gooch at the edge of the area. He gets a shot away. The keeper makes a save. It was on target. So Alexic actually did well in the end, but Gooch just put him off enough to mean the shot didn't have any strength behind it, really.
Unlucky.
Sunderland's technically first chance, first save from Johansson, first shot on goal.
Ambient says, hello, my beautiful MACKEM lads and lasses. Hello, welcome to you.
On the half hour. Ball in the air, headed away by Mepham. Drops for Secco. Out now to.
Pardon me, Vicar. I remember
Chamado,
winning 1-0
who's
at
gonna
Stoke
try
and getting
from
stuck in
25
snow after the
yards,
game. All
sails
part
over
of
the
the their
crossbar
fun. That'd have
into
been
the
great fun. I would have
home
loved that.
supporters behind the goal.
Robert should be starting, says Robert.
Sways
Paul Graham
of
says,
empty
"Hi, Cabby,
seats
great show as per. I get
behind
nervous every time Pato
Patterson's
has the
goal.
ball at his feet."
Literally behind
Lukey
the
says,
goal,
"No
but just
shots
to
on
his
target
right.
for us."
It's
Surprise, surprise,
chock-a-block
it's the first half, isn't
with
it?
3,300 Sunderland fans who are replicating the Stoke chant of just a few moments ago.
Please do
for
not
that
repeat
attempt.
it.
Please don't repeat it. Yes, please don't. As the ball comes out down here on the right to Ashley Phillips, inside to Seko, now looking for Chamado. Oh, and he's found offside Cannon. It was a good ball through, but Cannon just stepped slightly offside.
It's a great touch.
Yeah. Crystal Palace 1, Southampton 1. Nazri Ruson's jogging back, running back down towards the dressing rooms.
Cheers for the 2 subscribers. Just need another 4 subscribers to hit 3,400 subscribers. Fantastic, thank you. And we just need 20 more likes to hit the magic 100.
Light green bibs.
100.
Ball out to O'Nien, up to Jove now with Seko on his shoulder. Out to Sirkin on the left wing. Behind him is O'Nien. O'Nien swings it across, looking for Mepham or Hume. Bae Jun Ho has put pressure on Hume, but Hume's worked a bit of space for himself and then plays it out. And Dan Neal manages to get a touch to get it through to Alexic, looking for a run from Isidore or Aushish, but it goes to Chamado, whose touch is poor, and Aushish gets away. Aushish in the middle. Aushish!
Oh, great
save from Johansson.
Great strike.
Palms it away from Adil Aushish, who shot from 25 yards. And it had to be a good save. And eventually it goes out for a corner.
Great play.
Sunderland.
Great strike by Ashish. Good save by the goalkeeper.
So still 0-0. This corner on the right. Alexic is just going to retrieve the ball.
103 likes have hit that target. Thank you very much,
will take
everybody
the
who's
corner.
kicking the thumbs
Alexic
up.
is out on that right-hand side as well. Mayenda's on the 6-yard line, and there's a line of Sunderland players behind the penalty spot.
Good quality ball in.
Isidore is up on the shoulder of Chamado as well. Hume just outside the D.
Cheers for 2 subscribers, thank you.
Nodded down by Sirkin, and Mayenda can't get his foot on it.
Just seen that shot from Ashish, quality strike.
Cannon, I think, and then a foul by Jun Ho on Hume. The Stoke players are furious. And Hume.
John Walsh is going 2-0 Stoke. Razzle Clark says, let's be honest, should we go with this squad, we'll come straight back down. So what says SG will have £100 million to play with.
Right
Rosie Laws, I have put a post in here about the league.
It to Dan Neal.
Kinky Fisher says thumbs up, thank you. Tony, tell you what, Stoke keeper played mint at the stadium tonight and he's doing it again.
Out wide to
Derek says we need their goalie, he's pure class. Vigor's out for a
O'Nien
few weeks. MACKEM Besfords, I've subscribed to you. Thanks, MACKEM Besford. Thanks very much, mate.
Kumas goes to close him down, rolls it along the halfway line to Mepham and out to Hume on the touchline, who plays it off Hyun Ho for a throw to Sunderland. Just inside the Stoke half, Hume will take this down the line, looking to try and get it over Gooch's head for Mayenda. Gooch stretches, the ball breaks for Isidore, and he shoots off the foot of the post. He's hit the foot of the post, and it comes back out for the goalkeeper to fall on it.
I think it was a good save by the goalkeeper. He's got a hand to it.
Did he get a hand to it, did he?
Yeah, I think he did. It was a good save by the goalie.
So it looks like he may have just got a touch then. And Isidore can't believe it.
Yeah.
Johansson got a touch. So here now, Sirkin at the other end, back to Patterson.
Chances starting to
Kumas
fall,
goes
aren't
to
they?
close him down. Whoa. Patterson plays it out to O'Nien, who's under pressure, but he gets it away to Alexic. Wilmot's all over him, and Alexic plays the ball out. So to throw to Stoke. There's a certain amount of feistiness in the game.
There is.
Stoke, I think, feel that they've been wronged. And now
nowhere.
Here
Keep
is
Patterson.
Chamado to
Bristol City 3, Portsmouth
Murat
0.
to,
Leeds run away with the league,
Kumas
says
and
John.
Phillips.
However, the lad says David go lightly.
Skews his ball wide of the post.
Trevor Coleman says,
for a goal
oh,
kick
just hit the post.
to
FFS says, Kirsty.
Sunderland.
Ambient says, Sheffield United drop it off is happening. Oh, well, we need to capitalise on it.
35th
Ian, yes, I
minute.
know it was nearly. Philip Smith, I'm
Passes
usually
and
okay with a
passes
point
it
away,
to
but even a
Luke
scrappy
O'Neill on the
1-0
left
win
edge
is
of the
massive with the
penalty
next
area.
fixture, which will
And then
show
there's a
if we
trip
really
by
are
Berger
promotion
on
contenders.
Dan Neil.
Oh my God, missed again, says
Luke
Derek.
O'Neill. Moran
Derek 20
taps the ball away. He's got to be a bit careful.
Lira.
He's been booked once. He's
Ian
not anywhere
Brown,
near 10 yards
who
away
do you
from the free
think is
kick.
winning?
O'Neill plays it
favour
back to Neil.
Sunderland to
Neil
win
back
this
to
one, I
O'Neill.
do.
O'Neill bringing this
Stoke
up.
always play
Now
dirty,
to
Andrew,
Ashish
constantly.
Down the line, Sirkin drifting inside. He's tackled by Seko. And Seko now trying to find Cannon. It's a chase between him and Mepham. Mepham gets there first. Out on the left. Forwards to O'Neill.
Oh, no.
He's tackled by Kumas, by Moran for Kumas. And now back to Moran. And then it's put out by O'Neill for a throw to Stoke City on the right-hand side. Quickly taken. Back to Tatsuki Seko. And onto the halfway line, to the centre spot. Wilmot wide to Lyndon Gooch. Gooch now. Mayenda in front of him. Gooch goes past him, but it's cleared by Hume to Alexic.
Welcome,
Back
US.
to
You had no
Neil.
idea.
Job just ahead of him.
We were playing.
Job. Well, that looked like a foul. I don't think the referee saw it, but he's now given the free kick. In retrospect, he
Yeah,
has
should
seen
be
it.
SJ. We're knocking on the door,
And,
just need the right
He's given the free
key to
kick
get in the
just
goalie
back
keeper.
behind
Stoke,
the
keeping
centre
Stoke alive. They
circle.
did at the stadium alive.
And it's quickly
Derek
taken.
says if he
Up
goes
to
above, we
Alexic,
won't miss
out to
Pato.
Mayenda on the right-hand side. Mayenda now, he's got Hume on the overlap. He passes it down to Hume, who tries to pull it back across the face of Johansson through the 6-yard box and out for a throw to Stoke on the right.
The goalkeeper, what's he doing?
Goalkeeper has come right out to the referee.
Stop
He's arguing
sighing,
with the referee. He's
Benor,
gonna get
says the
himself booked
court.
here.
Swansea 1,
he's not
Luton
careful.
1, says Rosie.
The referee's told him to go back. Chamado will take the throw. I don't know what that was all about.
Moran is playing
Victor
a
Johansson
blinder
clearly
for
not
Stoke,
happy
says
about
Montgomery.
something the
Always
Swedish
does, always does.
international.
Rosie says
Chamado with the
1-1
throw.
between Watford
Joe
and
heads it
Cardiff.
away.
Need a key pass,
Alexic
says
wins the
Trevor.
throw in. On the left, halfway inside the Stoke half, 38th minute. Swansea 1, Luton 1. Sirkin will take the throw. Back it goes to Luke O'Neill. O'Neill into the middle now to Mepham. Watford 1, Cardiff 1. Alexic out to Hume on the touchline. Crosses, headed back behind by Gooch for a corner. Sunderland's third corner of the match. Now Sheesh strolling across.
Do you feel the referee's going to make a
howler?
Yeah.
A Rick? I don't know. The Stoke fans are clearly not happy with him. 3 of their players have been booked, and
need a goal here, Derek would do.
The decision making is going against them.
Had any spoilers yet? No, there's nothing to be. Spoilers.
Now, the referee's seen something in the penalty area. There's
if there is any goals to report, if you can, try not to post it on the chat
Sheesh
until the commentary says it.
Take the corner kick.
I know it's difficult.
Hangs in the air.
Thanks anyway.
And it's headed strongly out by Ashley
I chased the 2 subscribers. Just need 2 more subscribers to hit 3,400.
Plays it back into the centre circle to Dan Neil.
Thank you.
And Neil swinging it up towards Mepham, who nods it down to O'Neill, who finds Job behind him, and Job curls the ball in. Alexic on his own, but plays. Sheesh is on his own and plays it straight at the goalkeeper.
Should have played it back across.
Should perhaps have pulled it back. Sheesh. They're similar in builds, Sheesh and Alexic, when you're looking from this height and you can't see the numbers.
You know what to do. Call it the boots.
I'm looking at that now, actually. That's my next visual indicator. Alexic is wearing
it's difficult,
red
SJ.
or pink boots.
Doesn't matter what platform you watch.
There's the
ball
ball
none of them in
through
sync,
to Kumas, who shoots straight at Patterson, who dropped it but caught it at the second attempt.
Luke O'Neill and Dennis Sirkin talk. They're both gone for the same ball and missed it.
So 0-0 still as we approach half time. Dan Neil wide. Hume, there's space here for him and Mienda to run at. Gooch is backing off. Hume shoots. Great save from Johansson.
Great
the
save.
Full stretch has to turn it away. Hume's attempt.
Come on, Sunderland. Just subscribe. Thanks, Ian.
Excellent strike.
I need one
Good
now.
save by the goalkeeper.
It was.
Their keeper Pickford in disguise. Simon, I'm close to a minute ahead of your stream, Cabby ESPN here. Well said, Cabby. If you're watching, keep the ghost to yourself.
Sunderland.
Says Northallerton. Missing rig today, says Montgomery. Yep. US says
then,
1 out of 2 wins
raised,
against the Potters. Let's make it 2.
End. He steps back a few yards, and in his black boots, Sheesh. Well, the whistle's blown. What's the referee seen now? It'll have to be taken again.
3,400 subscribers. Thank you very much. Massive. That's massive.
Tramadol, is it?
Thank you very much,
He's
everyone.
walked straight up to him and Isidore, and then walked straight back again. It was merely a word for Junior Tramadol.
We're missing Ballard as well. Like I say, we've got to go easy on the team. We're just missing so many key players,
again,
aren't
he
we?
steps back a few yards, and Sheesh with his right curls this in towards the far post. It's headed away by Phillips. There's a chase for Gooch, but it's going to roll out for another corner. A 5th Sunderland corner. Fulham 1, Bournemouth 0, and now Sheesh jogging across to the other side of the pitch to take this corner, and it's Watford 1, Cardiff 2. Watford, one of only 3 teams in the Championship unbeaten at home so far this season, but Cardiff are leading there 2-1.
The corners have been good. The quality of corners have been good. Got to say that.
But Ashley Phillips has so far been on the end of most of them. Sheesh comes in again here, and it drops here for someone on the 6-yard line who's appealing. Who is it? Dan Neil? I'm trying to think who it is. It's Dan Neil.
Dan Neil poked the ball.
No, it's not. It's Mepham. It's Mepham who got caught underneath the Stoke defender trying to poke it past Johansson, but it was cleared by Stoke, and the referee saw no fault in what the defender was doing to Chris Mepham. And the ball is out for a throw to Sunderland on the far side. But you're right about Ashish's corners again. That caused problems. There's a line of policemen in their big black hats marches down the side of the pitch nearest us, and the ball is hooked away by Stoke out to Moran. Mepham trying to put it back down the right, and it's headed away by Gooch, and onto the head of Hume to Alexic, who tries to nod it down for Mienda. Gooch hooks it away, but it hits Joe, brings it down for Mepham. Down the right again, flicked on by Alexic to Mienda, getting it back into the path of Alexic, but it's just whipped off his feet and played out to Junho, and he is fouled, says the referee, by Alexic. And the home fans are furious because they want him to be shown a yellow card.
Where's the goalie going? Where is the goalie going again?
Come straight up here. And a yellow card.
That's right.
There's a surprise for Johansson.
You cannot do what he's doing, the goalkeeper.
No. Well, evidently not, because he's just been booked and he's still having a word with the referee. And he's adamant. Johansson, he's just been booked and he's still insisting on arguing with the referee, and stands in the middle of the pitch with his arms.
Do you know what it's like, Nick? It's like the referee telling Johansson the last shot from Hume, he should have caught it.
Yeah. Well, Johansson's furious. He's going to take the free kick.
He's got to be careful.
Well, he's the 4th Stoke player to be booked in the first half. I mean, that was inevitable. Coming out to confront the referee
for the second time.
I mean, I don't think he's the captain. I'm just double checking. It doesn't. Yeah. Oh, he's the captain.
Peter says, "Listen, bundle to tell we are. Packer Andrew need to go to the loo. Go. You always score, don't you, when you go to the loo, Packer." Montgomery says, "Do you want to win this? Let's go for it." That looked like handball, said Simon. Get that keeper boots, says SJ. Go to the loo now, Packer, says Rico. John says Stoke have scored. I don't think they have. Fernie, their keeper is in the top 5 in the Championship. Wish we signed him. He's a cracking keeper, Fernie. No, give him concussion, says Derek. Trevor says Benno, there was only one ball. Listening in Cumbria, how we doing? We missed the first half.
On the far side,
scrappy, but we're finishing the stronger the last 10 minutes. Sunderland. A red card is coming, says Montgomery.
To hook on to the halfway line.
Their goalie man send them off.
Heads it back into the Sunderland half in this last minute of the first half. Back to Ashley Phillips on the halfway line, and he's robbed by Ashish. He finds Isidore. Isidore's trying to get away through 3 defenders, then finds Ashish again. Ashish's shot into the side netting.
too many
Forced
ifs
wide
and
by
buts when we
Phillips.
do get chances, isn't it? How many
Great
times? Yeah,
example
I
there.
totally
He
agree,
throws one the ball.
SJ. This is why we're missing,
He could have
missing
played him in his all on his own on the right hand side.
experience. We're massively missing
0-0.
experience up front.
Still,
Far too many times we're going forward and
Matt
it's just Gary
Corlett
Bennett
is
sign
the
and ifs and buts and
fourth
ahs
official.
and ohs and
I can't
oohs
think there'll be a
and
huge
nearly
amount
and
of time at the end.
you know,
added on.
we need to hit that onion bag. No, Stoke
Victor
haven't scored,
Johansson,
says
the angry
but you know they
man,
haven't.
is going to take this goal kick. All the 1 minute. All the players are back on halfway on this near side, and Johansson puts his right boot through it, down the right wing. Job heads it on. Ashley Phillip heads it out. Does it? No, just kept
He's
in
playing
by
well,
Kunas.
O'Shea's mind.
And now
He's looking
Job
dangerous.
trying to win it back. Berger puts a foot through it and finds Cannon, but Job's got back in there, but then Seko gets it. Neil stabs it away. Berger runs onto it, and Gooch now chasing across to the left-hand side and down the left of the penalty area, looking for Bae Jun Ho, who's got it in front of Mepham.
O'Shea will score today,
still
hopefully.
has it, the South Korean, before it's played off.
Second
Jun-ho
half stampede coming.
off
Hopefully,
Mepham
Derek.
for a corner.
Get Connolly on.
They've got 10 seconds to take this corner. Stoke City. Sunderland have just not got a switch off here. We've played the minute now, and this corner is from the left in front of the Sunderland fans for Stoke City, and it's going to be taken by Jun-ho, drives it in low, and it's flicked behind, and that'll be it.
So half time,
whistle
we haven't gone
blown.
in a goal down. So
And
if we have an
the teams
onslaught in
go
the
off
second half,
goalless,
well, who
but
knows
not
what can
without
happen.
chances for both
Oh,
teams
so
who
let
head
us
off into
know
the
what
corner.
your
Of course, the
thoughts are
dressing
at
room's in
half time. Ashish
corner
looks
down to our
good, but
right
I'm not
here.
convinced, says
And,
Montgomery, as we will just
Johansson
mute
grabs his red
the commentary because of the music will start playing. Spurs 2-1 up against Wolves. Yeah, I'm not surprised there. SGS is there. Keeper can't keep his mouth shut, can he? Send them off. Keep going, keeper, says Trevor. Cheers for the 2 subscribers as well, thank you. Rico says, we all know we have needed a good striker for the last 2 years. Massively, massively. I think we have played well first half, says Rosie. Kingfisher says they'll get a man sent off second half. Need to keep doing what we are doing. Keep the faith. MACKEM Bestford says 2-0 to Sunderland. Northallerton says Stoke winning 4-0 on cards. Well, let's hope there's a yellow card, but they'll probably make a few subs, won't they? Rooster, hello Rooster, says should be winning this. Psycho says roll on the transfer window. SGS says we need to play better. Simon says they've had 4 bookings, treading carefully for them second half. Already dropped points at Blackburn, need to put it right here. And of course, Big Davey, my partner in crime, says you never drop points because you start a game with 0. So that's what Davey says. Yeah, it's half time, Trevor. Peter Savage need to bust the bank for a striker. Going to be hard, giving our position. It certainly is. But don't forget, we've still got Ahmed Samed and Abdasali, whatever you call it, is still yet to play for Sunderland. So 2 players we've still yet to see.
Off, and so that to come
Just going to get a recap on some of the socials. What I've said for the half-time score being 0-0. We've got Peter says, be a shocking result if we don't beat these, as they are really poor. Jamie Edwards says, both managers will be telling their team that it's there for the taking. Both teams wide open. James Lawrence says, playing well, just need to put the goals away, which always seems to be the problem, doesn't it? Paul Woodruff says, we need to punish these. He says, Jesus, just one more concerned about booting us all hour. He says, that burger's absolutely lifting mind. You could have been off. Jack Harrison says, why has no one appealed for a pen on MACKEM? He says that was an absolute waller of a penalty. Gregory says, terrible officials, need to get Roberts on and Connolly, then go for it second half. Hopefully, fingers crossed. End to end, says George, enjoyed it, both teams creating. Think we kick on second half, we'll be fitter and quicker, maybe bring on Roberts. So a lot of people saying fetch on Roberts. Montgomery says we should be able to win without a player getting sent off. I do agree. Fernie says, had a couple of chances and not behind, so all good. Out to agree, yep. Fernie, are you playing later on tonight again? Are you playing another late game? Mackham Bestford says, what subs would make? Well, I think Connolly get on. I would definitely get Roberts on. Need Connolly to play a number 10 role. There's only one Roberts. Anybody think how Alesic has been? Do you think he's done alright first off? There's one for you. There's only one Roberts, says SJ. David Golightly, think we'll win 3-1. Brian Hughes needs Roberts on, should have started. Give Isidore a rest, says Derek. The Packer Andrews says toilet time. Yeah, well, we're not going to score now if you go, so you'll be fine. Robert says Roberts needs to be subbed on. Buff Egan, hello Buff. He says the Stoke defence is terrible. We have to win this. Andrew says, Trevor says, Andrew, drink a gallon of water second half. Brian says it's a disgrace leaving Roberts out.
Leeds, and then
hello Billy, how are you doing? It says, hey Cabbie, I agree with Roberts' comments. Ian Richardson says Roberts on the bench has felt his hamstring, so we need to be careful there without a doubt. I thought it was Fernie, mate. I should guarantee 3 points at Pride Park there, mate, aren't you? That's that'll be one for you to pull away from Sheffield United if you get 3 points. So good luck, Fernie, for that. I do fancy us for that, mind. Stephen Jones says, sad state of affairs if our main hope is Roberts. Well, we're really on the bare bones with our squad for injuries, aren't we, Stephen? He says, need Harry Roberts, says Trevor. Stephen Jones, not saying he's a bad player, but he's hardly a world beater. SJ says, the obvious one, of course, our injuries are a sad state of affairs. They are. We just have players injured every single game, don't we? Thanks for the subscriber. 3,403 subscribers now. Thank you. Derek says, put Mienda central, Connolly behind him and Roberts on right wing. Super Roker Ross says, not a disgrace we have 3 games in a few days. Don't run our players into the ground. Good time to give peripheral players a chance to show their stuff. Says Super Roker Raw. William Rabbit says you could field the under-15s and beat this Stoke side. The 3 Fishermen, hello there, how you doing? He says rather keep Roberts safe for Sheffield United. Cheers, Stephen Jones. Cheers, mate. Cheers for the 4 subscribers there. Thank you. 5:45 kick-off, Trevor. Yeah, Fernie says Sheffield United got lots of injuries now and haven't had a dip in form yet. Your chance is to close the gap. The trouble is, Fernie, we never do. When the door's open for us, we never do seem to take our chance. It happens time and time again with us. Dougie Stewart just spotted the cabbie cat. Oh, have you? I was at a toilet break. Got 2 cabbie cats I have. Brian Hughes, hello Brian, says I agree, Derek. And also take a Lesage off, bring a Lessie on. Ian Richardson, just seen Meffin pen incident. Stonewall had shirt pulled to stop him striking the ball. Yeah, we didn't protest, did we? Packer says I'm back now. Nice one, Trevor, mate. Yeah, a Lesage off, Brian. Does anybody think a Lesage has been good this first half, or do you think he's not done anything? Brian says maybe Fisherman tight lines. The 3 Fishermen says we will push on in the second and win 2-0. SJ says a Lesage is on for Rig, so I don't know who you expect to bring on instead. Brian Hughes says need to press them second half, Derek. And Trevor says Fernie is so refreshing that someone from a rival club comes on here and we can chat in a friendly way. Well, Fernie's absolutely fine. He always pops in. Can you see a Lesage and Sushi keeping up with the press? Goodness knows. That's what it's all about, Trevor, says Fernie. Trevor says it is. Honest Northern Gamer says, what's most frustrating is that everyone is saying we should be beating Stoke, yet we ain't. We need to push on and not end the game regretting we did not win. So, what do you think? Do you think Lesage has done okay? Rosie says he has had some consistency, but not a lot. We are a second half team. This is I predict 2-0 to the lads, says the Durham Diver. Trevor Coleman, Peter Cushion taking the place of Cabbie. This is just such a comfy cushion. Such a comfy sofa. So I always fall asleep on it. US says, this ain't getting last time we see Stoke because we face them on the 11th of January, third round of the FA Cup. It's not going to be a tasty tie, that, is it? He's done okay, says Kingfisher. US says, damn typo, sorry, you're fine. Rosie Laws, Leicester City 0, Manchester City 2. Titles back on for City then, eh? William Babbitt, welcome William. He says, Leeds fan here, just thought I'd pop in and see you folks. I predict a win in the second for Sunderland. Thanks William, and good luck for your game against Derby. You should be guaranteed against 3 points against them, and of course you'll take advantage of drop points from Sheffield United. Davey says, need to tidy up on the ball and we should be fine. Davey reckons, Alesic looks a bit lost to me. Is that because he's not getting the support, he's in the wrong position, or he's just not had enough game time in the first team, Davey? After change formation, if we take Alesic off, as we have no other midfielders. Daniel Goldman, hello Daniel, listening in Israel. Thanks for the commentary, how are the lads? You're welcome. Northallerton Mackem, thanks Will. I do think Leeds will win this league this season. Just hope we are second. I think Leeds are the best side in this division. Just got to unmute the commentary at the minute because we've got Fat Boy Slim Fasts playing in the background. William Babbitt says, indeed, Northallerton, hope we both go up. Two big clubs, man, that needs to be back in the Premier League, don't they? Two very passionate fans as well.
Eric Bocat, midfield Seko, Berger, Junhyo, and then front three of Kumas, Cannon, and Moran. Chamado and Isidore, obviously just enjoying some bit of ribaldry. There's a bit of pushing going on as Stoke get the second half underway here. The ball pushed back to Johansson, the Swedish goalkeeper and captain of Stoke City.
2-0 to Sunderland, says Kevin.
Himself booked,
Rosie says Leeds will win tonight, and I think Burnley will beat Middlesbrough.
Stoke City players, Stoke in their red and white stripes, Sunderland, as I say, in their third kit, the light blue. And over on the far side, Aushish just steps inside of Kumas, puts his foot on the ball in the Stoke half, rolls it behind him, and then it's played out on the left-hand side again to Aushish, who's calling for it again. He wants it on the inside. Job has got this and is fouled, and it's a free kick to Sunderland on the left-hand side of midfield, a few yards in from the touchline. Quickly taken back to Hume, down to Mienda on the right-hand side, and Mienda dribbling down the right of the penalty area and then getting to the goal line. Can he pull it back? Wins a corner, crashes off Will, not behind.
Excellent, Mienda.
Did well there.
Very well.
It's Leicester City 0, Manchester City 2. Aushish takes a ball off a cone. It's immediately replaced by a ball boy, and Aushish brings it down into the corner here, down by the tunnel. His corner taking's been good this afternoon. Can they make one count? As Aushish steps back a few yards and with his right foot curls this in, and it's crashed down here for Sirkin, who tries a shot, and Chamado in the end manages to dig it out inside the 6-yard box and get the ball clear, and it's come back up to Dan Neil on the halfway line. Dan Neil drives it across on the far side, looking for Dennis Sirkin.
Come on, Sunderland, says
chest,
Kingfisher.
gone with him,
Ken
and
Foster
then
says,
Sirkin
Alesic
comes
needs
back.
game
He's
time. This is the
got
ideal
O'Nien there,
time
but he
for him.
plays
Let's hope
it back
he uses it.
behind
Absolutely.
to Hume,
US
who
says,
floats
if we're able
across
to
in,
go
looking for
second
Alexic's
better
run, but it's caught by
first, then
Johansson,
automatic
and bowled out quickly
promoted,
down this
but a trip to
left-hand
Wembley
side
for the
to
player
Bae
final
Jun-ho.
and winning will be
And
gold
the
medal
South
for us.
Korean
Oh,
slipped
God,
it
yeah,
inside
unfortunately,
to
US.
Seko, the Japanese,
A lot
who
of
plays it
anxiety
out
comes with that.
between the two head coaches for a throw to Sunderland on the right-hand side. Some debate at half-time that Mepham should have had a penalty when he was knocked down at the edge of the six-yard box towards the end of the first half. But it's 0-0 in the 48th minute now of the game. On the right-hand side, Mepham plays the ball off Berger, the Dutchman.
Can't do another
For
playoff, says
throw.
MACKEM. Oh no, it's not good for the health, is it?
On the right. Trey Hume will take this. Dean Whitehead is being particularly vocal with Ryan Shawcross down in the technical area as Hume takes the throw, headed away by Wilmot from Isidore, but won back by Alexic, slips it inside to Dan Neil, who's fouled by Moran, who was booked in the first half. Neil helps him to his feet, and referee James Bell is applying spray to where he wants the ball placed. Sunderland attacking the end to our right, in the corner of which the 3,300 Sunderland fans are housed this afternoon. Many of them still coming out from the concourse, actually, for the second half. Sheesh will take the free kick. Dan Neil has a word. Sheesh steps back a few yards. Alexic is down the right. Sirkin's across on the left. Stoke 20 yards out. Sheesh curls it in, looking for Sirkin, but it's headed down away from him by Berger, I think it is.
Yeah, for the
Berger,
top two,
SG,
SG, I can't see us doing it either. I mean, I hope I'm wrong,
Kumas
of course, but I just think
inside to Chamado.
lack of experience,
Phillips now
lack of squad
through
depth.
to Seko, whipped off his feet by Alexic, finds Isidore.
It's
Behind
gonna
him is
hinder us.
Joe. Joe gets it to Sirkin in the penalty area, and it's going to be a free
Gary
kick,
Sai
I think.
again. Love
Is
the
it
League
for a
One
foul,
playoff
Isidore?
final. First time I've been to Wembley, said
corner.
Rosie.
Is it
Northampton,
indicated
MACKEM,
the corner
Stoke
rather than the free
have made
kick?
no subs yet, so still a chance to get a
another
player
corner then
sent
for
off.
Sunderland.
Just got to pressure the right Stoke players.
Isidore,
Dougie says never good for the health supporting us. Norman
get
says,
one.
are we ready for
He's
promotion or do we need a
been
massive
helped up by
rebuild if we
Dan
do
Neil.
get it?
Isidore.
No sound
And he's gonna
here,
limp into the
Derek. You
penalty
should be getting
area.
sound, mate. Just check your settings.
Sheesh then below the Sunderland fans with his 7th corner. It's 0-0.
And
Good for the
Getting
health.
dark now, and a lot of movement in the 6-yard box. Comes in and cleared easily, actually, by Cannon, as far as Dan Neil, just in front of the centre circle, out to the left. It's kept in by Alexic, down to Sheesh. Sheesh trying to come round Chamado, who gets in front of Sheesh, then slips down, and referee's given a foul by Sheesh. Ironic cheers from the Stoke fans. James Bell, not a big friend of them, from the first half in his yellow jerseys, wearing yellow as is the Stoke goalkeeper.
Blades are lacking depth. I
Gooch
reckon
plays
Burnley
it
might
back
give them
here.
most
It goes all the way
competition.
back to Johansson. He kicks it out.
Okay,
Not a
he says
great kick.
Norman.
Joe
Palace
plays
2,
it down,
Southampton
but Gooch
1.
gets in front
Southampton. Are
of
they
Mayenda,
winless, Southampton,
lifted
this
up,
season
trying
so
to get
far?
it over Mepham for Cannon to break, but Mepham's headed it away, and Mienda's on the right here, trying to get away from Gooch. Mienda still has it, corner of the penalty area, squares this, it'll be cut out by Chamado, and he comes away, tries to get it up to Moran, and the play's going to be pulled back, and it's a yellow card for Dennis Sirkin.
Yeah, it's a bad pass by Mayenda.
Wouldn't it be ironic all yellow cards for Stoke and Sunderland get a player
Crystal
sent off?
Palace 2, Southampton 1.
Fernie, if you go up, it's a massive
So
cash
fifth
windfall, and if you get relegated,
yellow
you get the
card,
parachute payment,
first
so
shown
it's
to
a
a
money
Sunderland
invest. Someone says the parachute payments are going to stop at some point. Is that true? Does anybody know?
Drives this ball out down the right. It's a miss by Sirkin. He didn't get his head under it properly, and Kumas is dribbling at him, trying to get to the goal line to pull it back. But Sirkin, great block, and it's a goal kick. The home fans are furious behind Anthony Patterson's goal. Anthony Patterson in his green this afternoon recovers the ball, and they're incensed. So into the 52nd, nearly into the 53rd minute here, 0-0.
Patterson places the ball in the centre of his 6-yard line, passes it out to Luke O'Nien, and O'Nien now trying to get away from Moran, gets a shove in the back from him, and the ball goes out for a throw to Sunderland, again incensing all the Stoke fans in the stand on the far side.
Any decision what they make, they're not going to get it right, are they?
Sirkin waiting to get a ball, finally does get one, quickly takes the throw, finds Isidore, well, it's going to have to be taken again, says the referee. And now Fulham won, Bournemouth won, I think. Just the noise suddenly erupted as the ball drops on the halfway line, and Kumas plays it back to Ashley Phillips, 2 loanees. There are 4 loan players in this Stoke City team. Ashley Phillips from Tottenham, Andrew Moran from Brighton, Lewis Kumas from Liverpool, and Tom Cannon from Leicester.
Come on, Sunderland, I can't
the ball
be
has gone out for a Sunderland throw on the right, halfway inside the Stoke half. Hume to Neil, back to Hume, and inside again to Dan Neil.
One says
Neil
Rosie, Northallerton, MACKEM. If we did get promoted, probably straight back down, but we get the parachute payment, build a stronger team, and go again.
From
it's
Sunderland.
An iterative process. Get Alessi on for Sirkin, says Derek.
0-0 as Sirkin has
need
to
do
chase
something,
back.
because this would be disastrous if we get another draw, because we're
behind
starting to turn like the
a goal kick to Sunderland.
quick draw McGraw specialists. The time when we had
Patterson throws the ball down into the centre of his
Ross, the manager, was it?
6-yard line, and it comes up to Hume. The kick, it's in the air again. Wilmot heads it away. Berger brings it down in front of Ryan Shawcross. Comes off Dan Neil for a Stoke City throw, which Lyndon Gooch will take on this.
Yep, slowly starting to turn into the Jack Ross draw specialist.
Just the other day, Lyndon Gooch. Last minute replacement for Eric Bocat, who was going to take his place in the team this afternoon. Gooch takes the throw down the line, headed on by Mepham for Job to head up towards halfway. Berger tries to side foot it up to the edge of the Sunderland penalty area, but it's cleared, and Moran shanks his shot into the rows, largely empty rows behind Patterson's goal.
I think as the game stands at the present moment, Nick, if you don't pick up 3 points this afternoon, you'll be disappointed, won't we? Really. We just need that little bit of quality.
Be a little bit of clinicality. Is that a word? Don't know. It is now, yeah. 0-0.
Bit of quality.
Yeah.
That's all it needs.
It's easier to say as well. Foul on
Alexic
in the middle.
Orange boots.
You're right. I just noticed that as well. And Alexic is helped to his feet by Wouter Berger, and the free kick in the centre circle, quickly taken by Dan Neil to Mepham. Out here on the right hand side to Mayenda, showed a bit too much of it to Bae Jun-ho, and then it comes off Mayenda for a throw, and Ryan Shawcross punches the air. I'm told clinicality is a word, actually.
Well, it is now.
So there we go. A bit more clinicality from Sunderland is what is required. The ball comes back to Ben Wilmot. Wilmot drives this up through down the right wing. Sirkin gets there ahead of Chamado, puts the ball out for a throw to Stoke City. Full commentary tomorrow night on BBC Radio Newcastle, which is Monday night, in case you've lost all track of days, as O'Nien looked like a foul on the edge of the penalty
he's given a corner.
And he's given a corner kick. Look, it looked like O'Nien had been fouled, but the referees ignored that and given Stoke City the corner. I was saying full commentary tomorrow night on BBC Radio Newcastle of Manchester United against Newcastle United from Old Trafford. 8 o'clock kickoff. Our build-up begins following Total Sport. 6 o'clock tomorrow night. So corner from the right, away to our left for Stoke City. Oof. High in the air.
Some snow
Hume
on that.
will head. There is some snow on that, probably literally actually. And the ball comes out to Seko, who swings it back into the Sunderland penalty area. O'Nien goes up with Wilmot. Sheesh throws himself at the ball, misses it completely, takes a player out. Play goes on, and Bae Jun-ho gets up. And the ball is outside the area with Berger. He drives it in, and O'Nien heads it out. Then it crashes off Alexic, as Seko tried to put it back in. And now it's chipped in by Lyndon Gooch from almost in the centre circle, and Patterson comes out, and the offside flag is up. Well, we had a bit of
ref giving them dodgy calls. Looks like
indeed.
he's caved in, says SJ.
missing
Bree
now
needs
is
to
a
come up with a
goal.
plan B, for God's sake.
0-0, 58th
Our
minute.
owners don't
and
like
Job
managers
looking
with
to try and get
plan B.
away, but he's tackled by
North Allet, says Jonathan Mark.
Moran,
North Allet and Mackem,
who
Regis
finds
Bleed needs to take the initiative here.
Ho. Now
Mackem
Berger
or
on the
a
left-hand
plan
side. Mayenda
A.
comes back.
I
Berger
know
on down the
Gary's
left of the penalty area to
Psy-ometer
Cannon,
was 100%
but,
today.
gets
Like.
in front
Excellent
of him and
defending.
manages to let the ball run behind for a goal kick. Regis Lebris stands, arms folded, not in any way animated like Ryan Shawcross has been during the game. Dean Whitehead alongside of him.
Michael Brumwell, I don't get why
As
everyone's turning on
the
the
ball
brake.
drops
It's
out
not like we've
for a
lost
throw,
24 with
which the assistant's
24.
reluctant to make the
Plan
call.
A
The referee
says
made the decision.
Mackem.
Hume takes the throw. Alexic then trying to get it out to Mayenda. He rolls over Gooch out for a throw to Stoke City. Gooch, one of those booked in the first half. Down with the Seko.
Cheers for the
trying to get
subscriber,
the ball
thank
up
you.
to Cannon, back to Berger, hooks it in the air into the centre circle, bounces for O'Nien to just stretch and try to get the ball to Sirkin. Kumas trying to win the ball off him. Sirkin heads it out, but it drops to Seko, out to Kumas, back to Chamado on the halfway line, looking for Cannon through the middle. O'Nien heads it down, and now Sirkin runs in to Bae Jun Ho, who finds Seko out on the left-hand side here, or it's the other way around actually, and he finds Gooch, and Gooch now tackled by Alexic, and Alexic away down the right-hand side, up to the halfway line. He needs someone in support. Hume eventually, after a challenge by Bae Jun Ho to try and win it back, but he finds Alexic inside then to Dan Neal. Neal looking for the run of Mayenda. Wilmot's trying to get across the front of him and gets the ball off Mayenda and taps it out now to Moran, back to Berger.
I think the only time we've been at the top
Gooch
6
with Alexic on his
is
shoulder
when
into
it's
the middle to Seko, across to Chamado.
The season hadn't
and we
started.
played an hour nearly, and it's 0-0
Jack Reed says
still.
Mac and Cabbie's red and white army.
to Berger, goes backwards
Oxford
to
2,
the fury
Plymouth
of the
0, because they're
Stoke
7 softly,
fans,
says
and then
Ambient.
out wide on the right to Seko. Inside he comes and swings it over towards Moran. Moran on loan from Brighton brings the ball down quite smartly on the touchline, trying to find Bae Jun Ho down by the corner flag on the left. He's managed to wheedle his way past
This is a good
Hume,
spell
back
by
heel to
Stoke
Moran.
City, this.
And
What's
Moran
going on,
the left of
Sunderland?
the
Come
penalty
on.
area, looking to try and get to Jun Ho again on the goal line almost. Dan Neal's with him, and he's forcing Jun Ho back out to Gooch, who crosses. It's in the air, it's headed out by Sunderland. Chamado's on the floor, the ball's in midfield now. Berger trying to win it, nods it down, gets it away from Alexic, back to Wilmot, and Wilmot plays this wide, looking for Kumas, cut out by Sirkin, gets the ball to Aushish.
Go on.
Aushish now with Sirkin on his shoulder. Sirkin making the run down the left-hand side. Sirkin still has it. Aushish has made his run into the penalty area on the left, and now turns, crosses. There's nobody in the 6-yard box. Both Alexic and Isidore were on the penalty spot.
I think he's going to freshen things up.
Stoke having a lot of players, says SJ. Regis Lebris using the tools he's got for now.
Oxford
With
2,
better
Plymouth
tools,
0.
he will do a lot better. He's doing okay for me, says Rico. Lacey says, missed it. Was at half time. We're into the second half now with Lacey. Ken says, haven't been out the top 4 all season.
Stoke City 0, Sunderland
Who's
0
coming
in
off
the
for
61st
Roberts?
minute here.
Says
We're
SJ.
live on
Montgomery
BBC
says
Radio
Stoke's scored in
Newcastle.
confidence.
Patrick
Good
Roberts is
stat,
doing a
Ken
vigorous
says North
warm-up.
Allerton. And Montgomery says, I think it's
Victor
Adilu
Johansson
Sheesh
about to take
coming out.
this goal kick for Stoke City. The ball drops on the head of Mepham into the athletic stretch of Aushish in the centre circle, but Sirkin's under pressure. Sirkin's under pressure here. Great save by Patterson, and then what an intervention by Mepham as the ball looked about to drop on the boot of an incoming Stoke player in front of an empty net, and somehow
Tell you what, Stoke City are
Mepham
looking the
got there
favourites to
first
score here.
for the corner.
Our defending at times is schoolboy defending, isn't it?
It's a bit,
Last
jumpers
ditch.
to goalposts, sort of.
Excellent recovery there by Mepham, and you've got to say again, it was a good stop by Patterson.
Yeah.
But again, they're getting so easy.
Well, it's a corner for Stoke is headed out by
So
Joe.
that was immense by Meffin.
Come back out to
that was
Gooch in the
going
middle,
in.
back
That was
out
going
on the
in,
left again.
and he just cleared
by
it.
John Ho, and he's
Nearly
going to
off
try and come
blinded
past
Meffin.
Mienda, gets the ball in the penalty area. Joe stretches to clear.
09 being
straight up
trapped
to
to this
Lyndon
as
Gooch
Rooster.
again, and then wide to Moran.
Everton
on
0,
this
Forest 2.
left-hand
Forest are
side.
going brilliant.
He sweeps the ball into the penalty area, headed on by
Just
Wilmot.
tuned in,
but
how's
it's
it
gonna be
all?
hooked
Says
back over
Dragon
the head of
Hunter.
Hume
Nothing
into
really much
midfield.
between the
Seko
two sides,
brings
to be
it
honest
down
with you.
here, leaves it for Moran, and Moran now out wide to Junho.
Do we need to go goal down before we
He
start
looks
playing?
up,
Says
right-footed,
SJ.
blocked by Mienda.
It's looking like
comes down
it's
to the
looking
South
like it.
Korean again though. He finds Moran on the left, who plays it back to Lyndon Gooch. Gooch looking up, driving up to Bai Jun-ho at the edge of the penalty area, the corner of the penalty area, looking for Moran again, who's drifted in. Now looking to try and get it through on the left-hand side here to Kumas. The ball goes out for a throw to Stoke, which Kumas takes quickly. Everton 0, Nottingham Forest 2. Gooch tries to cross, comes back to him, he heads it on, and Kumas tried to stab it round Dan Neal, who clears
Come
it.
on, mate. Says
Only as
Montgomery.
far as Seko.
David Knight
Gooch
says
ahead
we
of him.
need the 3
And,
points, lads. You're
Gooch
going to have to
plays
step
it
up.
through the
They've
legs
got
of
to.
Mienda, but it takes it back to Dan Neal.
If they want
who's
them to
looking
get
for
to the
break
top
of
two.
Ashish, but Berger intercepted.
It's looking more
in
like
the centre
0-0 as
circle.
these
now
minutes tick
sweeps
on.
it up towards Cannon on his chest, trying to get round Mepham. Mepham swings Cannon around. Now Moran, and now Kumas. His shot blocked by O'Nien, and Mepham had to be careful then.
Need subs on
But
to
the
break the
referee
pace,
saw
says
nothing
Ken.
untoward. The ball
SJ
is
says
back
it's
out
all
on the
them we
right
need to
wing
wake up.
with Berger.
Lacey
And now
Ken says
Sheesh.
Sunderland, put
And the
your
ball
heads
given
up.
away to Isidore.
US says
Blocked by
better with a point
Seko.
than getting our
Comes
asses
back to
kicked.
Wilmot.
But a win is much
Now
better
out to
than a
Gooch
draw.
on
I
this
just think we've drawn
left-hand
far
side.
too many
Roberts
games,
is ready
US.
to come
Far
on
too
for
many.
Sunderland. Gooch is bringing this up on the left. Finds Moran. Moran in the penalty area, and he's put off by Dan Neal. He still can't find a way through, but finds Jun-ho. And now Gooch again in the penalty area. Gooch chips it in towards the penalty spot, trying to find Cannon, but the ball comes out.
Can't get out, Nick. Sunderland can't get out.
It's coming back at them all the time. And so here is Seko swinging the ball
Montgomery
up
says
to the
that
edge of the
midfield
area
is running
again.
the show.
Headed away
Derek, need
by
3 at the
Sirkin
back,
to
crap
Isidore,
defending.
battling with Berger.
SJ says this is
Joe
coming, you
into
can
it by
see it.
Tramadol.
Look, Stoke
Rolling
are
it
looking
into
the more
Kumas.
likely to score.
He's trying to pull it back round the back of O'Nien. It's blocked by Sirkin.
Derek says
Tramadol's
before
back
we
in the
lose
penalty
this,
area on
it
the
is
right.
all
Joe
Stoke
goes
City.
with him, blocks, and the ball falls to Patterson.
We've got to get our shape again, Nick.
They need a moment here, Sunderland.
5 minute of pressure by Stoke.
Yeah.
Onslaught.
And the Stoke fans trying to drive their team on. Patterson rolling the ball to O'Nien, and it's going to be Elise and Roberts who are coming on. So a double switch here. I'm wondering what the thinking is about Elise.
Sirkin's already picked up a yellow, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has. Yeah.
Look to your left, look to your left.
Now Neal's away.
Get in the
down
box.
the left is Ashish.
Get in the
Ashish
box.
down the left of the penalty area, into the penalty area. Rolls it in, it's off the post from Isidore again. And a corner kick. How did that not go in? Off the foot of the post, deflected off the post. For another corner. 0-0 still.
How?
Yes, how? As from the left in front of the Sunderland fans, Ashish with this 8th Sunderland corner. Back he steps the few yards, and there's a bit of movement in the 6-yard box. Curls this in, headed away by Wilmot, back out to Ashish on the far side, drives it back in again.
Get in.
Oh,
No,
Mepham's touch takes it round the post. His head in his hands. He thought he'd steered it into the bottom corner. Elise's coming on for Sirkin.
He needed a touch.
Just did he not get? I don't think he got any contact. Did he stretch for it, but just couldn't
got
steer
no
it in.
touch on it.
No touch. But the slightest touch would have taken that in. So Sirkin
We need
comes
to
off
put
then
these chances away.
on a yellow card. Sheffield United at home on Wednesday
Get the
night.
subs on now, says
And
Northallerton.
Alexic is
Sirkin
coming
off.
off for Roberts.
Come on, says Kingfisher. How very Sunderland of us, says
So
Ambient
Ashish
Elisic is off.
will go in
Come on, man,
to
says
midfield,
Heidi.
into the
He's
centre.
been pretty quiet, Elisic, hasn't he?
Mienda's
Gone 4-4-2.
Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it? Mienda's gone up front with Isidore.
Yeah, they've gone 4-4-2.
Yeah. Roberts on the right, Aushish on the left, Job and Neil in the centre. And a goal kick for
William
Stoke
Babbitt
City.
says you're knocking on the
Johansson
door. A
takes
goal
it
will
from the
come.
67th, nearly the 68th minute.
Well, every
The
time we
ball
knock on the
volleyed
door,
back
William, when it's
by
Sunderland, there's
Cannon
no bugger in.
towards the Sunderland goal. Comes back to Patterson.
Hope you're right.
Patterson kicks, and it will swing out to the left. Elise heads it on, trying to get Aushish away. Battles for it, but fouled Chamado, who is absolutely barking at the referee as he sits on the floor. You can see him pumping the floor.
I'd be content with a
I
draw.
think Stoke are pumped up, generally
Says
speaking.
Phil Beckett.
It's
He
0-0.
says we could
We're
easily
live on
lose this
BBC
and we
Radio
can't afford
Newcastle.
that. We aren't very good with
And here's
key
Ben
players
Wilmot,
missing.
just
Jim
back
Tetty
inside his
scores
own
2
half.
for Bolton.
No win
If we
since
lose
November
this,
the
Liberty's
6th.
tactics
No
will
win at
disgrace
home
Derek
since
Rigby.
November the 2nd.
Sorry,
and it's
says Derek.
0-0
Derek
here.
Rigby says,
As
hope
the
we score
ball
soon. I'm
won
running out
by
of Valium.
Job. No foul on Kumas. Job has it back again from Elise, looking to get Mayenda away if he can. Over the shoulder of Wilmot. Johansson comes out, heads the ball out for a throw down the Sunderland right, halfway inside the Stoke City half. Quickly taken by Patrick Roberts, who gets it back again from Hume. Roberts back again then to Mepham. Across to O'Nien. O'Nien to Elise. Elise down the line again. Aushish back to Elise, back again to O'Nien. And O'Nien squares it to Mepham. Mepham on halfway, forward short to Roberts, then back to Mepham and out to Hume. Hume wide on the right hand side, calls for Mayenda, tries a little back heel to try and take it past Wilmot, nearly came off, not quite. Gooch hooks it away up to the halfway line. O'Nien pokes it down to Dan Neil.
Cheers for the subscriber there. Smash the like button. Cabbie's red right army. Cheers, Kingfisher. Derek says he hasn't got a plan B.
Take the throw, or will he leave
Tony
it?
Huntington,
To
wow,
leave it for
positive
Trey Hume to
preemptive
take.
subs.
Just a yard or two down.
Dunn
from
says Montgomery,
Reggie
Charles Hefford.
Slabreeze,
Fernie says, what's
and
happened to
Stoke
Pavida?
are
Thought he
looking
was
at
a
making
tidy player
change
for us.
themselves.
He's hardly
69
played for us, Fernie, of all the
69
injured.
minutes
He's probably injured, said
Stoke
SG.
City 0, Sunderland 0. Chamado cuts the ball out to Aushish.
How many times we hit the post,
We're in
Trevor?
the 70th minute.
Too many.
The ball up to Bae Jun Ho. Now Moran, an advantage, says the referee played. Out to Kumas. Kumas drives one off the back of Elise, comes back out into midfield to Chamado. And now at the back, Ashley Phillips, who plays it all the way back to the goalkeeper. Sam Gallagher, the striker, is going to come on, the former Blackburn striker for Stoke. Back from injury. It's played up down the left-hand side. Cannon is beaten to it by Mepham, who plays it back to Patterson. The edge of his 6-yard box. Foot on the ball. Plays it out to Luke O'Nien. O'Nien now to Elise. Up to the halfway line, looking for Isidore. Headed on by Phillips. Through the middle to Dan Neil, who's pulled down by Berger. And now he's going to play back, and Job's going to get a yellow card.
Referee,
He let that first foul go.
He let the first foul, and then he was going to wave it back.
And he was going to wave it back, and then he saw Job commit a foul and books him.
Referee, come on.
So Job up to 6 yellow cards this season. Moran's coming off, Gallagher's coming on.
If he calls the first foul, Job doesn't pick a yellow card up.
No. So Gallagher's on. Sam Gallagher, the 29-year-old, signed from Blackburn in the summer, where he's been the last 5 years. Free kick in the centre circle for Stoke City. Seko floats it down the right of the penalty area, headed away by Elise.
Why was Joe Book?
Ashish will try and keep it in, and he does. Chamado has gone
William
to
Babbitt
close
says
him
Sheffield
down. It slipped
United
inside to Elise.
riddled with injuries.
Elise
All good
plays
news
it
for
back
Leeds and Sunderland.
to Luke
Come on,
O'Nien,
Stoke,
across
says
to Mepham.
GX Motto.
Mepham
US says
now down the right
if
to
we
Hume.
if we hadn't
Hume. Bae Jun Ho
sold
goes
Jack
with him.
Clark, we
Hume
would fire in our
plays it across
cylinders.
to Job on the halfway line. On the left, you've seen the
Stoke
run of
fancy that.
Aushish.
Shame.
Aushish
Come on,
down the
Sunderland,
left-hand
says
side, running at
SGA.
Chamado to the corner of the penalty
One
area.
goal
Flicks
player
up
for
off his
draws.
boots, and Chamado is able to easily
Derek
come away
says,
with the
"Get
ball.
Conley on
Looking
now,
now
up
for
the
the run of
draws,
Tom
says Malcolm.
Cannon, and O'Nien
Colin
gets there
Major still
first.
thinks
Plays it
Wilson
back
will
to
score
Patterson.
for us.
He brings it down with his right foot, passes it out through the middle to Dan Neil, and Dan Neil looking up and playing it square left to Elise on halfway, down the line to Aushish, inside to Job, who's backed into Ashley Phillips. Ashley Phillips has managed to shake him off, Job, and now finds Hume. Hume back to Job on the right side of central midfield in Stoke's half, finding Hume again, now at the back of Mayenda, trying to get it through to Hume, blocked though by Wilmot, who gets the ball clear.
How many chances, Mackem, are not crackers?
Mepham
could have done with Alan Brown being fit for this type of game, says Michael. This is why we're lacking experience up front.
Now to
we're just constantly
Dan Neal in the
struggling.
centre circle. We're in the 73rd minute. It's
With
0-0 still.
We're not putting chances
Neal
away.
Still goes. Aushish down the left-hand side. Aushish crosses, and it's on for the
he's
head of
got
Mayenda, and he's headed it wide.
No.
6 yards out. He's headed 4 yards wide of the left post.
Mayenda.
What an opportunity.
He's lost his bearings, hasn't he?
Yes.
He didn't know where he was. You've got to hit the target.
Oh. I hope that doesn't haunt him after that chance he had at Blackburn on Thursday afternoon.
He could have stayed calm there as well. He could have
had a bit of space, didn't he?
He's got to hit the target. Great ball in.
So
that has to be the worst miss of the season by
0-0
Mayenda there.
still.
Like, ball comes across. It was a perfect corner. Perfectly weighted corner.
Johansson.
There was nobody marking him. He was in the 6 yard
by
box, and
Joe.
Mayenda headed it straight, pinpoint,
Back again.
4 yards
Again,
past the
Mayenda
post.
through.
That was
Headed
absolutely
away
awful from
by
Mayenda, that, like.
Wilmot comes back to Elise, hooks it on, and Ashley
That was
Phillips makes
awful.
the mess of the first attempt to head it back, but heads it back the second time to Victor Johansson.
See, this is the difference between Sunderland, Burnley, Leeds,
No.
Sheffield United. They'd have put that away.
Come out
They'd have
and
put that away.
Having a word with Regis Lebris.
And that's why we're on top 2 at the minute.
Fulham 2, Bournemouth 1.
Because we're not putting
Kick
our
from
chances
Johansson.
away.
O'Nien heads it away from Gallagher. Headed on by
But
Seko,
that
though,
miss
to
was
Berger.
bad. That
Dan
was
Neal
bad.
Almost robbed him. The ball bounces into the air at the edge of the Sunderland penalty area. Patterson catches it above the 18-yard line. And pauses for a moment with the ball. We're in the 75th minute. 0-0 still here. Live on BBC Radio Newcastle. Patterson passes it out to O'Nien. To Neal. Back out to Elise on the touchline. Job heading it on. And Isidore will now try and stab it past Phillips down the left. He's got Mayenda in the centre circle, and Chamado puts it behind. The cross for another corner to Sunderland. Remember, Total Sport will be reflecting
I'm
on
not
the game tomorrow
overreacting
night
with
from 6
Mayenda's
o'clock.
miss. Just
Build up
watch it.
to full
Just watch it. You'll not
of Manchester
believe
United against Newcastle.
how
There's
bad
gonna be another
his
change.
header was.
Sunderland are going to make another change.
Unbelievable.
And Tomo the kitman has brought the board out for the fourth official. That's very helpful. And the ball comes back out to Dan Neal from the corner. He blasts one in, it's blocked again, and now Hume plays it back to Mepham. And Berger
US says injuries are killing the
back.
team. Morel
Blackburn
losing,
nil,
Regan,
Hull
Watson and Mundle
1.
are causing a lot to lose a lot of
Patterson
points.
passes the ball out wide to Luke O'Nien on the
It's the
left-hand
same every
side.
season. Injuries just hinder
minute.
Sunderland every single year because we haven't got
It's
a
gonna be
strong enough
Connolly who
in-depth
comes on
squad.
for Sunderland as the ball swept into the arms of Johansson from
Get
Ellis
Connolly on
there.
Miyenda off, says Paul. Sam Wilson,
Do you
last
think
game
he'll
on my
come on for
coupon.
Miyenda?
Come on, Sunderland.
He'll either
Trevor,
come on for Miyenda
if my
or-
grandma was a man, she would have been my granddad.
He's about to come on now.
Blackburn behind. Thank
Aaron
God
Connolly.
Connolly to score.
She showed Mayenda.
All right, 70.
I think it might be Mayenda after that header.
Well, I wonder. 76.
People say we've got to lay off Miyenda, but he's on the first team. Professional footballer, you've got to at least get it on target, for heaven's sake.
And the ball knocked out by Elise for a throw to Stoke on the far side, and the change will be made now.
Mayenda, I would imagine.
Before the throw is taken by Chamado. Yeah, it's Mayenda coming across here.
Yeah.
Thank you, the Sunderland fans.
Cheers for the 2 subscribers, thank you.
Connolly, he's mostly put it away.
Yeah. So Aaron Connolly on now, Mayenda off.
If it stays 0-0, you can't complain because we've had the chances there. The doors have been opened. We've just not walked through it. We've not took the chances again. So
been a big
You don't put these little gifts away. You don't deserve to get your win, I'm afraid.
To make another change as well.
So far,
Chamado has
we're
got
struggling to do exactly that.
Down the right, headed away by Elise. Neil hooks it on. Isidore is taking a run. He's got Connolly in the middle. Isidore still going. Phillips tracking back with him. Isidore cuts onto his right foot, then rolls it into the path of Aushish, who pulls this back, looking for Connolly, but it's cleared. And it comes out eventually to Hume. And now Job. Job in the middle looks to try and find Roberts. Roberts on the right now. He's got Hume behind him. Roberts still going, tripping into the penalty area, getting round Gooch. Gooch gets a foot to it, and it's a corner to Sunderland, their 10th of the game. Roberts is going to take this down on the right-hand side, 78th minute.
Head like a threatening bit, says Trevor. Mackem, more than happy to be wrong, but we could be playing all day and not score.
Well.
Good delivery, Patrick.
Stephen Martin says we haven't got the killer instinct, especially with the injuries we're having. Svian says could be worse, could be Stoke. We can't win to save our lives and we sack everyone who tries. Stamp out quicksand, says Brian. US says some intense training is needed for the lads at the academy. Trevor says awful. Colin says get Ogunsui on, give him a run out. Their keeper's playing a blinder, says SJ. Kingfisher says come on Connolly, save us. Rico says it's obvious to fans what Sunderland need in the January transfer window. Let's hope the club does. Yeah, I said before, it's in depth that's causing problems. Sunderland again.
Now the referee's blowing because the ball had run away, and Janssen goes to place it back on the 6-yard line. And we're in the 79th minute. The kick from the goalkeeper over halfway, headed on by Job to Isidore. He tried to flick it inside, but Gooch is in the middle. He hooks it up to O'Nien. And then Joe puts his foot through it. Connolly's got his eye on it. It bounces away from Gooch, but he managed to get it down with his left foot. And forwards down this left-hand side to Bae Jun-ho, up to the halfway line. Slips it into Seko in the centre circle. And he plays it out wide now to Kumas. Kumas is looking for the run of Chamado. He's overhit it. It'll run behind for a goal kick. Still 0-0. Patterson retrieves the ball.
Chamado has got some energy, hasn't he?
He has, hasn't he? Yeah. 21-year-old signed from Colchester in 2023. The ball swept out to Hume, inside to Roberts, back to Hume. Comes off him awkwardly in the air. Connolly is beaten to it by Wilmot, who gets it onto Bae Jun-ho, who in the middle, who swings it across to Kumas in front of Elise. Kumas is going to take this into the penalty area. On his left, it takes a deflection onto the head of O'Nien, who heads it out to Aushish on the far side. Aushish on the touchline.
Who's Ogunsui? He's the under-21s. He's been banging them in. William Babbitt, any rumours on anybody coming in January?
Ball back from
presumably Jordan. So Jordan Henderson.
Phillips back again to Wilmot.
Score is 0-0 ARR.
Longer ball played up towards O'Nien, and Gallagher drops for Mepham to hook clear, and Mepham playing it back up towards the halfway line, and there Chamado battles with Aushish, finds Berger just inside him, who plays it back to Phillips. Phillips forwards to Berger.
Apparently Chamado's got a brother called Paracetamol as well.
To Gooch on the left-hand side, and Gooch swings it up into the Sunderland half, looking for Cannon, beaten to it by Mepham, who puts the ball out for a Stoke throw. The assistant finally made the call. Jun-ho takes it to Berger, back to Jun-ho, but ripped off him by Roberts, who gets the ball back again, slips it inside to Mepham, and back to Luke O'Nien at the front of the D. Cannon goes with him. O'Nien out to Elise on the left-hand side, down the left touchline to Aushish. Aushish has Chamado behind him. Elise trips over, is fouled by Chamado as he tried to get away on the left wing.
Cheers for the subscriber. Naya says goal. I don't think so, Naya. I don't know who you're watching. She's not wearing Aces Rico while she's wearing them, says GB. What time will we in? I think it's about 8 minutes left.
Ball over to Roberts. Dropped over Gooch's head. Roberts runs onto it in the penalty area. Roberts tries a left foot shot. It comes off.
Gary Bennett's just done about 6 size and 1 goal there.
Fantastic
we will score soon. Get those niggers ready, says Tuggy. Get all our strikers on, nothing to lose now.
was struck.
So Derek Rooster says, have I got to give her them back? Durham,
So,
we don't have any
corner
strikers, that's our problem.
from
None of them
the
can hit
right,
a barn
which
door.
Roberts will take. Connolly's in the 6-yard box. Roberts drives this in, and Elise goes up, leaps up, but Chamado manages to head it away.
Cheers for the subscribe pixel. Thank you very much.
Confrontation.
Cheers.
Goal kick is the result. In fact, I think it might even be a throw. It's a throw. Is the result for Sunderland. Joe now looks up, cutting across the back and being forced out into midfield. Finds Dan Neil.
Cheers for the 2 subscribers. Thank you.
Side. Roberts now taking on Berger on his left foot at the edge of the penalty area, trying to shake off the Dutchman, puts the ball in, took a deflection, it's come back out up into midfield, up to the halfway line almost to Dan Neil, and Neil, as he's closed down by Kumas, will play it back to Anthony Patterson. 0-0, 83rd minute. Patterson kicks long, looking for O'Nien, who's away down the right side of the Stoke penalty area. Drives it into the box, running onto it, Aushish, Chamado's in front of him, Aushish is shot,
you've got to pull it
and
back.
the keeper's made a save at the post.
Look at Joe Bellingham, you've got to pull it back.
You know, I'm not going to give Sunderland a hard time if it's
post.
a hard time if it finishes 0-0. We're just
The
on
save was made. There's
our
gonna be a
bare
double
arses for players
substitution
with that
for
many injuries.
Stoke. Gooch is down.
So you would have to say a point's a good point away
Gooch
from
is gonna have
home.
to get some
Would
treatment
you
here
not? With the injuries
on the
that we've
pitch.
got.
He's just trying to get himself up.
You know, Ashishi's done well there, but you know, it's very difficult to beat the goalkeeper at the near post.
As long as we don't
Joe
lose this
Bellingham's
game.
on the edge of the box, just roll it to him.
But, January
Michael
can't come
Rose,
quick
I
enough.
think,
My
is coming
goodness
on.
me, can it not?
And can't quite see the number of the other player who's about to come on for Stoke as
Getting chances
Lyndon
not
Gooch still
taken, and
gets some
Stoke are
treatment.
making many
Keeper had to
changes,
have his
but
word,
they're
he had to have a say as well.
defensively
In
minded.
fact,
Honest Northern
it's,
game, it's going to end 0-0, and the lads will
Ender
feel it's a
Stevens,
missed
isn't it, is coming
opportunity.
on with Rose.
Derek says we need Samed in, smile, push,
Stevens has
Neil
been-
forward.
He's had a
We have to be more
few
clinical,
injury
blah, blah,
problems
blah. We hear this every week, don't we,
late this
SG?
season,
Jack Reed.
but it looks like
Be a
they're bringing
tough
on
draw
2
to take
defenders.
this one. Hope we snatch a late winner.
Left back.
I just can't see where the
Yeah,
goal's
on the
going to
left
come
back. So
from.
Gooch, I think, is going to come off
Jack.
after that knock. So Gooch, he's applauded off. And bear in mind, it was the last minute, his start. The other coming off is Phillips. Will be replaced by Rose.
Cheers for the other
So two
subscriber there. Thanks for the
defenders
143. Thanks, and thank you for the 580
coming on
people that's now watching the live
85th
stream.
minute.
Cheers. Tony Huntington says, well, I hope for a clean sheet.
19-year-old,
Looks like
6'4",
one at both
centre-half
ends.
from
Michael Brumwell, as it stands,
Tottenham,
at least 7
was
points
at
clear
Blackburn
of 5th
previously.
place. Rico says, don't
Gooch
think you can
slips
blame
into the-
injuries, Cabby.
the
It's
dugout.
lack of quality in the squad.
0-0,
Stoke
5
playing
minutes to play. The ball back with
time
Victor
wasting
Johansson,
game.
drop
Jack
ball
says you're
from
right,
referee
Cabby.
James
Doesn't
Bell.
bode well for Sheffield game, says Psycho.
Who
It doesn't
sprints
mind.
back up into the
Have faith,
centre.
late winner, says
Isidore
Dissident.
lurks.
Jack
I
says
would say menacingly,
we've had our
but that would be a
chances.
lie.
Dougie would rather
runs
this
back
than
up
last
into the
season. Tony Emran says
centre
Gooch,
circle.
because
There's a
Gooch
knock
is
on
going
Luke
off, I
O'Nien.
think.
It's a free kick to
William Babbitt
Sunderland.
heading back over to Just
And
Joe Football
this is
Show
on the
for
left
Leeds
of
build up. All the
midfield
best
in
for
the
the remaining
Sunderland
minutes.
half.
Thanks
It's
for the
back to
warm
Neil.
welcome. You're welcome,
Cross
Willem,
to
and enjoy
Mepham.
your game
And
tonight.
now
And good
out
luck
to
to you, William.
Roberts on
Thanks,
the
pal.
right-hand side. Roberts
Sunderland
on
need to learn
halfway,
how to
back
do
again
this and see games
to
out.
Mepham.
Says
Mepham
Durham. Yeah,
to
Gooch has been subbed.
O'Nien, and closed down by Gallagher.
Fernie, a
Fouled
point would be
by
good
the
away from home,
Stoke
but you need to
forward,
win
who's
against
pleading with
Sheffield
the
United.
assistant
Keep
on the
winning
far
at
side,
home
he
and
didn't
keep
do
the pressure.
anything. And O'Nien's rolled onto
Like
his
your
side,
commentary
now
from
sitting up.
Guernsey, Akko. Thank
The
you very
referee's
much.
come back to see what the issue is.
70 watching, yeah. Yeah, cheers,
Free kick to
Fernie.
Sunderland.
Need to be beaten. These points dropped
Referee's
yet
had his
again.
say, so is Sam Gallagher, and the free kick just
Injuries, lack of depth. That's
taken
all I'm
by
saying.
Luke O'Nien. Oh, sheesh.
We haven't got
Down
an
to Elise,
experienced
inside to
quality
Dan Neil.
striker, man.
This inside
Really, have
the
we?
Stoke half. Dan Neil away on the left. Chamado goes with him. Neil, well, the ball's just bounced up off him and out for a Sunderland throw. More fury from the Stoke fans. Sheesh now with this, slips it into the edge of the area. Neil trying to get it in the box. Elise getting on the end of it, slips it to Dan Neil in the penalty area, and again there's bodies all over the place, and it's in the end cleared by
It's my
Berger.
twin boys saying hello, Ollie and
To
Kieran.
the head of O'Nien, who was almost on his knees to try
Leeds
and
will be
head
out of
that
sight
forward,
soon,
but
says
headed
G.
out
It will be a battle
for
for
a throw
second place. Leeds are
to
already out of sight
Stoke.
now, I think.
We've now played 87
Peter Savage
minutes,
will be
and
disappointed
it's
with a draw,
0-0.
missing the opportunity to go above Sheffield by
Throw
beating
for
them.
Stoke City, away on the far side.
Derek says his pure class would protect our cap
Chamado
defence.
will
Cromwell
take
says
this.
Sunderland
They'll get an
please.
opportunity,
Tony
Nick.
Emerson,
One
it's a
more.
long
I
old
think so,
season.
and I don't know how much
think
out of
Razak
time
Cart
there'll
says
be, but it'll
Cab,
be
it's a
more
good
than a
point
minute.
for a team near the
As
bottom
the
man,
ball
for a
comes
team
down
pushing for the
to
Prem.
Kumas.
It's £2
And,
lost.
it's
See
won
you
back
next
by
year, Cabby. Have a good one, says
in the
Dylan.
centre. Isidore running
You
onto
too, mate.
this and taking away to the right hand side. Wilmot in front of him. The overlap from Job. Here's Job running onto this on the right. Curls the ball over the top and behind for a goal kick.
Unlucky.
Just couldn't get his foot
good
round it.
energy. At least he's tried.
Yeah. 88th minute, 0-0. Johansson places the ball for a goal kick towards the right side of his 6-yard box.
They'll be happy. They'll be happy with a
A
point.
point doesn't do absolutely
a clean
anything for
sheet
top
and a
two,
point.
but
Didn't concede the first goal.
if you were sitting the
but
fence, you would say we're
haven't
still
scored a
unbeaten.
goal.
And like I say, we're on our
Kick
bare
from
bones for
Johansson,
injuries for our
over
squad.
halfway. Comes back off Job. Elise hooks it
Michael
back up
Gunning
into
says
the
put him away, lads. Dougie Stewart should be
Stoke
beating
half
these,
just.
but a
It
point
comes
would be
back to
better
Dan
than
Neal, who
nothing,
leaves it for Job.
says
Job to Roberts.
Dougie.
Roberts now slipping it through for Hume. Hume down the right side of midfield, chipping it into the penalty area, and Isidore heads over. Got on the end of it, but just over the crossbar. There's an opportunity.
Was that the opportunity?
One wonders. Spurs 2, Wolves 2 in the Premier League. And another goal kick here to Stoke. Players again over towards the far side. 89th minute, 2 minutes left. Now we're into that last minute. The ball kicked up deep into the Sunderland half. Neil hooks it away out to O'Nien, finds Job, who lifts it up into the Stoke half. Connolly beaten to it by Michael Rose, and the ball headed out for a throw to Sunderland on halfway on the left, just about, and it's taken by O'Nien to Job to Elise, back to Dan Neil, across to Mepham, the back of the centre circle, back to Luke O'Nien. O'Nien down the left again to Aushish looking for the run of Job down the left of the penalty area. He's going to try and get this in the box, pulls it back for Aushish. Aushish is in the box, low shot, and wide. The ball came down
Connolly.
Hume, and the flag comes up at the last minute. Trey Hume picks himself up. The flag came up seconds ago, 4 minutes of added time. Hume could, but the touch took it wide. So we're into those 4 minutes. We're to the first of the 4 minutes.
I mean, 4 minutes. There should be a hell of a lot more than 4 minutes at a time. I'm sorry, like there should be at least 7.
Sunderland fans have left.
There's no way at all there is only 4 minutes added on in this game. Sorry, like, but that's just nonsense.
Puts the ball down the right, looking for the run of Isidore. Wilmot hooks it away, and it'll come out here on the left to Stevens, trying to get it down that left wing. Hooked away by Mepham. Back to Wilmot on halfway on the left, inside to Secco, back to Rose, forwards again to Berger.
We need to get our injured players back.
Who flicks it out to Stevens
as simple
on the
as
left.
that.
It comes off the ankle of Jun Ho, and then back from Cannon to Secco in the middle. Gets away from Job, finds
There's
Stevens,
no way we're going to score
and down the left again
today.
Here now
That's just
to Jun Ho.
not with our
Again,
experience
Stevens
up front.
crosses towards the far post. It's a bit too hard, and it'll sweep out for a throw.
Yeah, I left at
to
half time,
corner
Trevor.
back
They were 1-0 up, and I don't care
the
about it. Jonathan, we could be
played
still
a minute
playing
and
this
a
tomorrow
quarter
and not score.
of the minimum 4.
Need to get a striker in
0-0.
January. This is a joke. It is. He says, I just live here, I've got free tickets.
Take this throw.
Gordon says, thanks again, Stu. Disappointed today, missed opportunity to get 3 points. It totally is. Kingfisher says, very disappointed with the amount of unanswered chances. It'll come back to haunt us. Come on, Sunderland.
Play goes on. Chamado comes away with the ball, drives it straight at Luke O'Nien, and Gallagher wins it. Cannon trying to get it. MACKEM can't get it clear. It's come down to Cannon again, and he scored.
Yep, and there we have it.
Cannon has blasted it in with his left foot in the bottom right corner.
Well done, Stoke City.
In the 92nd minute. I don't believe it.
That's what you get for not scoring. I've no sympathy whatsoever. No sympathy whatsoever at all.
We had a chance to clear our lines. We got hold of the ball, and somehow we've lost it. You know, Luke O'Nien's lost it on the edge of the box in that little tangle. It's broken.
That's what you get.
Cannon,
That's what you get when you didn't score and put your chances away. Can't complain, can you?
We don't learn. As simple as that.
No. They didn't get it clear. It came out to Tom Cannon. His 9th championship goal of the season.
Cheers for the subscriber, thank you.
Excuse. Just put his foot.
It's our own fault, though, lads and lasses. It's our own fault. You can't argue with that.
With 1.5 minutes left, lead 1-0.
If this isn't a message to the board to say
Luke O'Nien off the ball,
our strength and depth is just pants.
Cannon and the ball's broken to Cannon. He's won the battle, and he's just struck the ball, and he's ended up in the back of the net.
A lot of Stoke fans have already left the ground. But they'll be able to hear this stadium now as they walk away. Tom Cannon.
Oh dear.
In the 94th minute now. At the other end, though, the ball comes down and goes behind for a goal kick. Stoke lead.
How many late goals do we concede, Rooster? 1-0 Stoke. Cheers, Greg.
Since November the 6th, under interim coach Ryan Shawcross. It's the Stoke fans.
A player whose son have been after in the past scores.
The stadium.
You're welcome, MACKEM.
Victor Johansson about to take this goal kick. We'll probably get another 30 or 40 seconds added on for the
Cheers,
goal.
Happy New Year to you as well, MACKEM.
Goal kick, but will Sunderland get another opportunity?
Psycho mode not good enough, no plan B. Players running into the ground, absolutely. Rooster says never mind the injuries. Big up Stuart and all, heads up and go beat Sheffield United New Year's Day. It's looking very, very unlikely, mate. But good luck on your game today.
On the left hand side to MACKEM, who's up. It's hooked away straight to Elise in the middle.
You're welcome, Kingfisher.
Comes down to Patrick Roberts. Roberts now dribbles into the area, squares it, and MACKEM, oh, the keeper makes a save.
Yeah.
The keeper goes down and he's got players all around him. And there's someone on the line lying on his back. I think it's O'Nien. And they're all the Stoke
look, we've got such a weak
squad.
I've got such a weak squad.
With Luke O'Nien, all the Stoke players virtually surrounding O'Nien.
And I've said this time and time again.
And there's a little bit of pushing going on.
If you didn't strengthen your squad and depth, you're going to struggle.
Goalkeeper yet again in conversation with James Bell, the
and
referee.
Every single season, it bites us in the backside.
Stoke leading.
Look, we've had our chances to win this. We haven't put the chances away, they have. That's the difference. Well done, Stoke. We've just not been good enough.
He's not going to speed up about this. He's going to take his time taking this.
See you next year, says Monday.
He walks back as far as he possibly can away from the
cheers,
ball.
Jack. Cheers, Brian. Cheers, Norman. Cheers, Robert. Cheers, Ryan. Cheers, Jerry. They didn't deserve to win that last year. Well, they did, and they have done. They've scored, and we haven't.
By a goal to nil. It's heartbreak for Sunderland. Who've had chances
We're
to
just
win
constantly letting goals in at the end.
But didn't take them.
You're welcome, Duns. You're welcome.
You know, it's like a tape recorder, isn't it? You know, again,
we couldn't score for playing until midnight.
In injury time, and again another soft goal. But they've only got themselves to blame. That's all.
Of course, we've only got ourselves to blame. Cheers, Alan. Cheers, Trevor. Brian. Few thousand will have changed their minds up. Gee, cheers, Trevor. Cheers, Psycho. All the best. But like I say, this is what happens when you don't strengthen your squad in depth. It's evidence all over the pitch. You know, we're on our bare backsides. Riggy's gone now. You know, there's only so much you can do. And injuries are starting to hinder Sunderland once again. You're welcome, North Allerton Macca. Mackem, have a good 2025. See you next year, Ryan. We had plenty of chances to win, robbed. Yep, this is what happens SJ. It's about scoring goals. We're just not doing it today. And that's what happens. You get punished. I'm going to see what social media has been saying as well. Shooting practice needed on the training ground. Absolutely dire second half. Stoke are one of the worst teams I've seen this season. Well, Mienda is useless and Adil can't even cross a ball. Ashish had about 5 attempts to square in the box but chose to shoot every time. Blew it again, says Paul. Luke says no one to blame but ourselves. Yes, we had a Stonewall penalty turned down, but we need to take our chances. What else can we say? Finishing let us down, says George. As crap as it is conceding late again, we're missing a lot of goals assists in our team. Today without Mundell, Rigg, Ballot and Roberts, don't surprise me if we didn't score. This is a game we must be winning. Only blame the manager with that team selection. Why start with no striker? James says garbage. Lizzie says desperate for a powerful centre forward. Crap, says Simon. That would be ground lost on top teams, as Leeds and Burnley will probably win. Should have absolutely hammered them as well. Meffem and 09 out. 09 has been rubbish apparently. A lot of frustrated Sunderland fans. Cheers Derek, cheers Mandy Gray. But like I say, this is what happens, and I'm going to sound like a broken record. You don't put your chances away in the Championship, whether you like it or not. Stoke are a decent Championship side. Every side's decent in this division. You've got to be at your best to beat every team, and it's the injuries are just knacking Sunderland. And how many seasons I was saying this, when we get our injured players, and they're not just injured for a few days, they're injured for months, and it just destroys Sunderland. It just knacks our season every single year. Until they get the depth of squad sorted, then we're always going to have this problem. We're doing well, we get injuries. It was clearly evidence today. You know, we're practically playing with under 21 side there. It's evidence all over the park. I mean, of course I'm disappointed, but, you know, we've got a lot of injuries. I don't care what anybody says. We're on the bare bones of our backsides for the squad. And injuries are just knocking Sunderland again. And this is why we need to sort out strength in depth. We haven't got any quality to come on the pitch when we missing any of our players. I mean, Rigg was the last straw. And it's like, we're just not the same side. So anyway, it'd be good to see the backlash of this one. Thanks, David Graham. Cheers, Michael Gunning. All the best for the new year, every single one of you. And Sunderland have shot themselves in the foot again. We'll catch you later. So from the MACKEM CABBIE, have a great New Year's Eve and all the best for 20.